I'm going to start recording. All right. So we're going to start our session of From the River and wait till Ryan gets here to really, really get going. But anything we want to do beforehand, let's do that now. So, where are we at? We are on the we're on the approach to Daggerford. Effectively, we are approaching that sort of. We've gone from these steep hills, plateaus. We've gone from forested area to these steep hills and plateaus in different areas, and now those plateaus are becoming foothills, and those foothills are starting to have. You can kind of hear these little creeks and different things going through them. The forest seems to be getting much more and more sparse as you go through, and it becoming, instead of these large hills with forested areas on them, these kind of smaller, kind of bumpy plains-like hills. Built against the as you approach Daggerford, you see built on the side of a low hill of the floodplains of Delambir is a small walled town dominated by the keep of the local duchess, Lady Morwen Daggerford. Counting the town itself and the nearby hamlets and farms that look to it for protection and guidance, some 1,200 people call this area home. Lady Morwen is the sister of the previous duke, Malden Daggerford, so she seems a capable and charismatic leader. The Daggerford family's authority over the area dates back to ancient kingdom of man that succeeded the previous plainsmen in the region. Daggerford is a pastoral haven. Wide, sprawling hills nearby offer peaceful vistas that are sometimes overrun by raiding ogres or goblins. The frequent caravans heading north to Waterdeep or south to Baldur's Gate generally need escorts for guarding, but can offer both news of those cities as they come from them. Several inns are ready to accept visitors, except in the busiest of trade or festival periods, where they fill swiftly, and many locals open up their homes to lodgers. Warriors in need of coin can help their purses by offering their services as trainers to the local militia or accompanying the town's guard in its patrols. Daggerford is strategically placed along the trade way, with the idyllic countryside encompassing the northern bank of the Delambir River. It is the largest settlement between the metropolises of Waterdeep, 150 miles to the north, and Baldur's Gate to the south. You know that there was once a full garrison and guild hall of the Order of the Gauntlet here, but when you passed by it, Nick, you saw that it was empty. You met a man by the name of Sir Istival, a purple dragon knight, whom you impressed upon the urgency of your quest. And this was at the Happy Cow Tavern. You learned of some of his exploits, specifically that of the fact that his cane that he wields more as a sort of, you can't quite tell if he fully needs it or not, is actually the kneecap of that dragon.
Darlax, right?
As you guys or Nick, you organized with, at this point, I believe Nick, you'll be flying back as they kind of approach. You're still about a day's ride from Daggerford, so you're still staying the night in the wilderness, so to speak. But you can see the rising hill as you see it on your current screen. Did someone draw a fire?
I was gonna ask, what's the fire
Quick
code?
question. Yeah.
There are no fires in Daggerford. So to give you an idea of what the city looks like, as Nick comes back and describes the city to you, this is what you're looking at.
I'm gonna cast some aid on
You're kind of like you're not yet a day's ride. You haven't woken up the morning where you reach Daggerford yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry to
we're not
describe
that far.
it. Yeah, you're not that far. I see
Okay.
what you're doing. You might want to wait. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Just give yourself back that spell slot.
Jacked up. I'm jacked up.
Um,
We got a drink. Okay, Ryan messaged me back. He said, yeah. He said, yeah, I said I was going to be late. I asked him if he wanted us to wait. Ow! Ah, fuck. Fuck.
He said, "Oh fuck."
I asked him if he wanted us to wait, and he hasn't responded yet, so I'll let you know.
Okay.
Ouch. Oh, what the fuck did I do to my ankle? Fuck sakes.
As we all hear Devin in pain.
Fuck. God damn it.
You guys kind of have a bird's eye view of a lot of Daggerford. You note that the Happy Cow is next to the port, and that the Gauntlet Hall is quite close to the keep. If you look to your right, the main bridge that all caravans enter and exit is clearly by the caravan grounds, as it's called, and it borders on the Delamere River. There is a shallow moat that expands around the keep for defensive purposes, and the other two bridges are realistically very close to too small for wagons. Generally, if wagons are going to come here, they bring around and through either river road or hill road to the port, where their stuff is offloaded. If that, or they just offload it straight away before it crosses into the marketplace. Just to give you a good picture of what you're looking at here.
Which
The southern area is big enough for wagons by the caravan grounds, aptly named.
Okay. Yeah.
That is where the main road leads to.
Okay.
And then there was a T in that, or a Y kind of thing in that road, right? That's the one.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a Y in the road, but generally it's like you cross that large bridge to Daggerford. And as most caravans either enter at this point and go about their business, or they leave their caravans outside, and then the townspeople enter with their guards staying out by the caravan grounds. It's kind of up to them and how much money they have, so to speak. But generally, the guards in front of Daggerford take a vested interest in the caravan grounds, kind of patrol them as if they're part of their city. To keep the peace. It's just easier than letting them run rampant, so to speak. So the guards keep a kind of peace outside their city as well as in it, and they're pretty used to caravans staying out there. So it's not like it's not like they're unused to the idea of caravans landing there. It happens occasionally. Maybe not every day. There's multiple caravans, but it's pretty common for them.
What kind of racial makeup are we dealing with here? Is it human town, elf town, bit of everything?
It's not as diverse as Waterdeep. This is sort of a pastoral haven, so you see a lot more of what you would call the common humanoid races. So those races that are less magically leaning, you get a lot of like hill dwarves, humans of every description aside from the islander races, and you get some elves. And being sort of a pastoral place, but being on the way, you get an interesting combination of half elves and different travelers. But the most, let's say, dragonborn, high elf, I'm drawing a blank here. Even the sort of gnome population would be more. They stick out a bit. Not like, oh my god, there's a freaking dragonborn, there's a gnome, but more in the fact of like, they assume you're from out of town if you're one of those races, just because those races aren't known as much for agriculture as perhaps others. Same with Tiefling and Aasimar.
Not many halflings pushing a plow, I suppose.
No, halflings there are. Gnomes specifically there are not. Halflings there are. I should have mentioned halflings. I apologize. There are definitely halflings. They're being, again, pastoral haven. Hobbits, definitely there. Definitely there.
What-
It's a charming, idyllic town with a darker side, with ogres and orcs. So it definitely needs its townspeople to be protected. But it does not have a history of magical interference like El Terrell does, where it has like literally a beacon protecting the town from undead. That's not this place. This place is like as normal as a place with ogres and goblins are. This is pretty normal. Its only kind of call to fame is that like it's on the way to Waterdeep. And unlike
It's fair.
Dragonspear, there's no like giant dragon skeleton anywhere. So it's kind of like the regular stop onto the most irregular city of Waterdeep, which is the largest city in on the Sword Coast and the most diverse by virtue of that.
Okay.
What did Ryan answer? He has made us.
He said go ahead.
Okay.
He said go ahead.
Okay, so Ryan has made everyone lightly fried fish fillets, which is my favorite thing to say in the world. So everyone has +2 to their con saves.
Except me, I'm not. Am I back yet?
You would be back at this point. It's sort of
Alright.
if we're imagining the timeline, it's approaching dusk, and you start to see the twinkling lights of Daggerford in the distance. But you hear the roaring of the Delambir River.
Alright. Couldn't remember if I'd relayed all that information at the end of last session or not.
I kind of assumed you. It was very close. I didn't know where we were going to start or end,
Yeah.
given how we didn't know how many people were going to be here today. But at
Well,
that
yeah, I
time,
did.
so we'll say you did.
Plus two
That's why I'm
constitution.
giving this kind of view, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything anyone wants to get done before we leave, and you again snack on the lightly fried fish fillets in the morning? Fish fillet.
I'd like a comfortable long rest, but I assume that's out of the question.
That is out of the question. You do have a short rest and can use hit dice if you so wish. You will gain your transformations back because you will get a short
Yeah,
rest, of
just no
course, Nick.
spells.
Just no spells, and you get your totems back as well. Not that you use them,
Yeah.
but
No, I haven't lately.
Are there any? There are no like stables or barns or anything like that on the outside of the city, right? Doesn't look like it.
there's like a few hamlets. You're not near any of them. There's like a lot of like random farms. So if you wanted to travel and find a barn, you definitely could. But it would be kind of, it's kind of an understood thing with the townsfolk that, given you're so close to Daggerford, the safety is assumed. So you don't need to rest in a barn. You can rest where you're traveling.
Okay.
Okay. If that's really all, let me check one thing here. I do just want to remind you guys, there is still, what is the character's name? Now I'm forgetting the character's name. So Lord Sylvanistai is still with you in stag form. Just a quick reminder there. And then Larian Keenblade, often at this point, despite the much to the chagrin of his much to the chagrin of his other companions, often kind of joins you at dusk. Like he's kind of like he'd like to stay near your campfire, but can't quite think of an excuse to. Often talking to Volgo Bolchin and Slav. Are you around?
He's here, I think. No.
No, he's. I just wanted to. I just wanted to say something. Well, he's
Oh.
he's here. He's just. I think he's away from keyboard at the moment.
Hey, quick sidebar, Liam.
Mm-hmm.
So long. I have for Paladine's Wrath. I have it as a attack modifier and a damage modifier. I think it's just an attack modifier, isn't it?
No, it's just a damage modifier. I thought because it adds damage, not. Oh, thank you so much. And is there pepper? Never mind. It's fine.
It's like the door opens, like a hand comes out with food.
You never see Jay. She's like what is it called? A homunculus?
Homunculus?
Homunculus, I think.
This is all a
Homunculus,
ploy.
yeah.
I'm actually just marrying myself in a few months.
So can
Another
I
quick-
stack? So in that case, Liam, can I stack Paladine's Wrath with Divine Favor to get 1d4 lightning and 1d8 radiant damage?
You mean your smites?
No, Divine Favor. It's a spell that I have.
Oh. Is it like a spell or like a cantrip? Because you
A
were going to switch your
spell.
cantrip. Oh, then yes, there's no reason you couldn't. Provided you have enough action economy to do so. It doesn't take an action to activate Paladine's Wrath to add the D4 damage. It does take an action to use the lightning bolt.
Right. Okay. Yeah. This is a bonus action. So. Geared up, ready to
So
go.
Slava. Oh, sorry, Steve. Go ahead.
Question on my hammer. I'm allowed to charm or fear an enemy. Do I have to hit them, or do they just have to touch the hammer? I feel like if I'm trying to, like, let's say I'm trying to charm a merchant, I know exactly when I hit him with my hammer in the process.
You know what? I'll say you just have to touch them. I find that a little more interesting.
Okay.
One more quick sidebar, Liam.
Mm-hmm.
Consecrating a spell focus, is that a location, a spell? How does that work?
It's an hour. You spend an hour attuning to it, and then I believe it counts as an attunement slot. But I think most of us don't have items that require attunement yet.
I do have one, so could I have done that?
You're allowed 3 attunement slots. 3 attunement slots, so you can.
Because I got this bad boy from the Perrytons there.
Oh, one moment. Oh, yeah. So this would allow you to cast, actually just consecrating this just requires effectively a night's worth of work. I misunderstood.
Okay.
A night's worth of work, and after you've done a night's worth of work, you can then use it as if it were a wand to cast Bestow Curse as an action.
Okay, so I wouldn't have had time this last night then?
You would have time tonight.
Okay, yeah.
You would have time tonight.
That's what
so
I'll
you
be
could do
doing
that
then.
tonight, effectively.
Okay, consider it done.
And you can just call that... you can just redo the description of Perryton Antler and just add like a wand or whatever kind of descriptor that you think works with your character on it, and then just says
Okay.
cast Bestow Cursed as an action.
Perfect.
So Slava, you see that Larian Keenblade kind of comes up to you folks and is kind of like sort of hanging about and wondering if you'd like a song. And he's kind of strumming his guitar, but he's definitely looking at you and kind of like, I want your attention, but I'm an awkward 19-year-old person, and I don't know how to ask if I'm welcome here. So he sees you waving him over, and he kind of smiles, and he kind of joins your group. And he kind of sits down, and he starts to play. And it's kind of like a nice sort of melancholy by the campfire tune. Nothing outrageous, nothing raring to go. Just sort of a nice sort of like ambiance. And as he's playing, he says, "You know, since I separated from my sister, I've been kind of adrift, and she actually told me to join up with who my traveling companions currently, but I've really felt an almost kinship to you folk that I haven't felt, I think, ever with any other traveling companions, and I don't know what it is, but I just wanted to say I really enjoy spending time with you folks."
So, sorry. Quick sidebar. I need a reminder.
Larian Kingblade is the guy that Slava thought was a bard, but Volko Bonchin convinced to help as a crossbowman in the Perryton fight.
Okay.
He's also
and who is he traveling with?
He's traveling with the cultists.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's the guy. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I say that
My
no
gosh.
one's travel party is ever set in stone, and if he will welcome anyone to join us
My
in our
God.
journey, if you feels that his time with the cultist has come to an end.
He looks at you in surprise. He says, I really appreciate that. I feel I haven't been very dutiful as a son, as a brother, as any sort of relative, I suppose. So I feel I owe it to my sister to follow this to the end, but
Wait, so we're all sitting around. We're all listening.
yeah,
to
you're
this?
all kind of sitting around. Yeah.
So, who is your sister, Larian?
Her name is Talus.
What? Where is she now? Do you know?
I just know she's up north. She told me, she sent for me in a letter. Someone met me in an inn, and I was told that they would bring me to her. She seems like someone important to them, but I haven't seen her since we were separated a couple of years ago, actually. But she's the only family I have left in the world, and I was kind of adrift. Oh, I'm missing something in chat, aren't I?
I just imagine Andrew with like a big pedo mustache.
He's
So you've got
Norwegian.
the sister, eh? You've got the sister.
Yeah. That's Kazakhstan. He's Norwegian. God damn it.
I was going for Borat.
He's from Kazakhstan. All of my sister, number one prostitute in all of Kazakhstan.
Anyway, this is what he tells you.
I kind of not. I just nod my head. I just like that makes sense. Nod my head.
Okay. He spends the rest of the night with you folks, just kind of sharing some jovial escapades of him being chased out of inns as he's attempted to be a bard without being a part of the Bard's College, which has run him into some trouble beforehand. He hasn't been in any serious trouble before. That's why he balked so much at the fight. He was not prepared to fight monsters, whether the humankind or the just read chat. Just read. Bestow erectile dysfunction. Jesus Christ. Okay, are you rolling a performance check, Worash, or did you mean to roll?
No, I'm trying to. There's a couple. They changed the skill or the stat sheet, and I'm trying to my loot should be tied to charisma. My hammer should be tied. There's a couple things.
Okay, no worries. I was just checking. No worries.
If I'm intentionally doing something, I'll let you know.
Okay.
If shit happens, I screwed up.
But he says, he kind of goes with you and he says, you make a good case. Perhaps we can meet at an inn in Daggerford. I'm not sure where my group is staying, but depending on you folk, whether you're staying here or going to an inn.
Will they not get suspicious if you're absent?
He turns a little bit red and says, I think they will. But I'll be honest, I'm less afraid of them than I once was.
Perhaps you should be afraid of them.
Oh. He seems kind of disappointed.
Cults are not something that willingly allows its members to leave.
You keep calling them a cult. Where did that come from?
Well, that's what they are. That's what they call themselves, is it not?
That's not what they call themselves within the organization. They just
what
call
do
themselves.
They call themselves?
Believers.
I believe in a thing called love.
Sounds a little culty to me. Speaking as a paladin of Paladine. Has anyone left the organization that you know of?
Oh, I don't know anything about the organization, I'll be honest. Sometimes I feel like I'm their luggage. They don't really tell me anything, and anytime I come near, they kind of stop talking, which has made me sitting with them very awkward. I'll be honest, I'm kind of forced to the outskirts. I know we're headed north. I know that there exists some sort of work for us. I know a name. I don't know a name. It starts with a C, and it's called a roadhouse, and apparently there's some work for us there, or some work will be done there. I'm not sure.
So you're basically the shit on the bottom of their shoe, is what you're saying.
He gets very quiet, and just kind of looks down, and says,
What my
I suppose.
companion was trying to say is it doesn't sound like they value your companionship in any way.
Well, they certainly
And-
don't value my songs as you do, and he sort of perks up and tries to look like, tries to put on a bit of a front of being, like, cheerful.
So, what do they value about you?
Gone. You're not even paying. Nick got abducted.
Oh,
What,
You're not even paying attention.
what,
I'm here. It's cool.
They,
Say hi to Carly for me.
whatever value I have to Talus, I suppose, that's the only reason I'm tolerated. And they pay, like, I'm paid for, like, I don't pay for any meals or my travel or anything else. Everything is effectively taken care of for me, except for, general respect
you-
and well-being.
Haven't talked to her in years. Not even a letter?
No, I mean, we had no way of contacting each other, but I knew it
No
was
way of
Talus.
contact. She sent an entire, for lack of a better term, legion to collect you, but she
No, she
sent a
didn't send it
letter?
to collect just me. She notified me where they would be and said that they would bring me to her. So I met up with them.
So she did send you a letter.
Yeah, she did. No, she sent me a letter. Yes, yeah. I'm not quite sure how she knew where I was, to be perfectly honest. She's really smart. I know that. Like, she's very smart. She was always ambitious, and I think she has some magic. I think she's kind of magical. She could do some stuff when we were a lot younger, but she's not like me. She's not like me. She's like, she's strong, and she's like smart, and she's not like me.
Can I do an insight check?
Sure. What are you checking for?
He seems very honest. I just want to verify that.
Yeah, sure. Go for it. Roll insight. Does anybody else want to
Insight.
get out on this roll?
My insight is terrible. If anyone wants to help me out.
So we're gonna give him advantage or roll
I'll
by
help
themselves. Okay. You want to roll by yourself, or just maybe roll separately?
Roll separate.
Might as well.
I assume I'm not even really involved in this. I'm just doing my own thing for
Yeah,
my
you're
focus.
kind of. I mean, I didn't want to say it, Nick, but you are kind of focused on consecrating.
Yeah.
You're
that's
you're in
what
a
I
kind of a
assumed.
religious seance with nature right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All good.
He seems like starved for true humanoid connection, and he seems like he's at this point he's like very like whenever he specifically goes to tell something personal that edges on any fact about himself, he sideways glances at Slava, like he's kind of like checking what the reaction will be, or not Slava, Azazel, excuse me. He's just like sideways checking with the.
Can I roll a persuasion check?
What would you like to do? What?
I'd like to tell him to have more confidence in himself and to stand up for himself.
Okay, sure, yeah, go for it. That's a 9. So he kind of blushes and says, "Oh, thank you for your kind words, but I'm well aware of my limitations, and that's okay. I am pretty good at this though. And he kind of continues, does a little like, do.
I get up and do a little dance with
He
Gruck.
So
he grins.
I also pick up on him looking at Slava, and I also look at Azazel, and I also look at Azazel, and I kind of narrow my eyes at him, and I try to catch his eye and see if he looks at me.
I'm gonna join him in. I want to play my lute with this guy.
Okay, roll performance check while Slava and Devin have a conversation with each other with their eyes.
Look on.
And I look back, and I just sort of like lower my eyes. I'm like, just let things go as they're going.
Okay.
Should I be clicking on loot?
I pick up on that. I pick up on that, and I change the subject.
1 second, Devin. 1 second. Just T for a second.
Sorry.
Steve. Excuse me. I should have called you Nick. Steve, what did you say?
Should I be clicking on loot or on performance on my character sheet?
It depends if loot is tied to your charisma or not. It says you have a +6.
Yeah.
So is that tied to your performance? Is the +6 what your performance is?
No, it is. I'm proficient with it.
Okay.
That was what I picked originally.
Oh, okay.
And then I added it to charisma because.
Oh, yeah. You know what? You're right.
Up to
Absolutely. You are actually correct. My bad. That's faulty remembering of the rules. That would be what you rolled. So you rolled a 19.
Okay.
So you
Nailed
kind of, you're not, you're clearly not practiced in sort of the classical tune that he's playing, but you kind of join in with some wild abandon, and he looks at you, and it's like your playing style is very aggressive, but it's at the same time as it's aggressive, it's surprisingly complex. So you kind of join in, and it's just this like every one of his okay, I have a song in my head, but I don't have it right now for you at this exact moment. But basically, imagine a complex piano solo accompanying this sort of like slow piano, and transfer that into guitar, and you'll get what I'm thinking of right now. And you're sort of like, with you, what you're doing is you're imagining leaves dancing as they fall from trees in the fall sunshine. And that is the tune in your head that you're playing. But to everyone else, it sounds like this like lovely sort of dancing light tune that cuts through this melancholy and kind of and adds these really interesting notes to it. So yeah. And Gruck and Apollo are just having a grand old time, because what was it dancing music before is definitely dancing music now.
Do you remember?
I'll have to pull up.
remember
I'll have to pull up a spreadsheet, Devin.
Yeah.
I think you sent that to all of us in the Google Docs, maybe.
Google
the drink
Docs?
spreadsheet.
Google Docs. Yeah, I
Oh,
probably
geez
did.
Louise. Would it be on Google Drive at one?
If you just go to Google, if you go to Google Sheets, it should be there. I believe that's where I shared it. So it's just like Google Docs. You just pull it up. It's called Google Sheets. You just log into your Google account there. It's not complicated.
You forget who you're talking to.
Just log into your Google account and drop down where you'd hit Drive, hit Sheets.
I'm
Okay.
still struggling with step one.
Okay. So Gruck, roll a dexterity saving throw for Gruck while we're doing this. But effectively, folks, unless you have something specific you wanted to say, you guys kind of spend a very surprisingly joyous night, going from guard duty to guard duty. But between Woolrash's happy lute playing and the more subdued classical stylings of Larry and Keenblade, you guys have a pretty great last night before Daggerford, and you kind of wake up feeling very refreshed. Quick reminder: everyone has +2 to their Constitution saves due to Apollo's lightly fried fish fillets, because that was the last thing he made. Gruck somehow manages to land on his feet.
There's no way to put in a temporary +2, right? We gotta manually do that.
There is. Devin, we can't hear you.
It applies to everything. Is the only thing you can't do it for one specific stat or skill or save. It just applies to everything. So that's the only thing that's not. Depends what it is. Like, do you mean for lightly fried fish fillets?
Yeah, +2 to Constitution saving throws. Can
Yeah.
you
Right.
add that separately?
No, it's a global,
Okay,
so it
fine.
either adds to all of your stuff or no.
Oh, that
So-
seems unfortunate. Okay, well that's a
Yeah.
L for roll 20. L roll 20 there.
We'll put it on the to-do list. I fucking hell that is still looking.
I always just keep a separate note.
Yeah, that's all I'm good.
That's all I ever do. I just have like a sticky notes open and I just have my temps in there.
I got one note open.
You guys don't know how happy it makes me to hear you guys have notes open.
Yeah,
Fuck,
man.
I got 4 notes tabs open.
I can't.
I just have my notes on my phone. That's about it.
Hey,
I'm really bad.
I got
Not
I
gonna
got
lie
it
to you.
now. I've got it now. Just let me search
That's what I
it.
use Google Docs for. Like I literally have like
I sent
sent
you
Google
the
Docs for each
description, Devin.
Yeah, no, you sent it in. I found some of it.
Well,
I sent
here's
the
here's
effects
the
in
description.
roll 20.
Yeah,
In roll
Oh.
20.
yeah, we both just sent it.
Fuck yeah, I'll try it. I said, well. So we're doing the thing tomorrow, right?
He's saying that to you, Nick. I think, right?
No,
I
I'm just.
think so. We had your ambush planned and everything, right?
They're just the thing.
The thing.
The
That thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's going to retcon plan around it, so I'm not too worried.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna.
Everything
I'm
is
gonna-
set. Everything that was set previously is currently set.
Okay. Oh, because I get a bonus to my con saves because we're eating the lightly fried fish fillets.
Thank you, Ryan.
Okay. Does anyone want to help me? Does anyone want to help me drink this?
I'll drink it.
It's one drink per person. You got to drink the entire drink to get the.
Help me.
They
drink
can't
it.
help you.
Help
They-
me.
They can't help you.
They can't help me.
No, they can help you. It's a con save.
Like
You
a
drink
keg
it and then you get a
stand?
con save. It's not like what they're gonna like put their hand down your throat and be like, let me just mix it up. Okay.
I got it.
I could try that. That sounds my speed.
Veux-tu décoller de porc de poulet super?
18. Okay. So you have fire resistance
For 16 hours.
for 16 hours, which is great.
So I sit quietly sipping my drink, and you notice I start to sweat and get uncomfortable, and then I take my tunic and my hauberk off, and then basically by the time I finish my drink, I'm red in the face, profusely sweating, and in nothing but my what do you call it? What's under the tunic?
Hauberk? No.
No, hauberk is the chainmail.
Yeah, just the tunic. Or no, it's just the
Yeah,
tunic.
just like a t-shirt, just like my smithing shirt, my smithing outfit.
Yeah.
You want dogs?
Later on, you notice me picking up the steel with my bare hands as I'm forging, and it doesn't
Nice.
seem to affect me at all. Is anyone else gonna have a drink with me?
I thought we couldn't drink it.
Yeah.
No, just a drink. A drink, not
I
special
will
drink.
Certainly have a drink.
Surely we have. Surely, Lady Steve line,
Valentina.
Lady
Valentina.
Valentina. Surely she has a keg of ale on her wagon for such a special occasion.
Is this Steven's banging sidekick?
Something like that. Yeah.
Sidekick.
She does have like. She goes up and says, "Please drink this before my brother does." and hands you like, there's like Heineken mini cakes. She's got like one of those, and there's clearly a stack of like empty ones inside the thing. So definitely good enough for quite a few drinks. Okay. So
I offer one to Killian. See just how loose his lips will become.
Larry and Keenblade.
Larian. Yes.
Yeah, Larian.
Yes.
I mean, his lips are pretty loose. That's about as loose as they get. I mean, he's not going to reveal anything. He just looks at Azazel more and blushes a lot more. That's about it.
Does this guy have the fucking hot Azazel or what?
He does. That's
Show him them
spoiler.
Yeah. That's.
Okay, folks. So you wake up the next morning.
Azazel's gonna have to take one for the team here.
Jesus.
See what he knows.
I mean, if we, I'll just a sidebar with Apollo here. If we tell Azazel it's for a good cause, he'll probably do it. Let's be honest here. Through a noble cause.
Oh my god. One moment here.
Roll charisma.
Pouvez-vous nourrir les chiens?
Oh. So how far away are we from Daggerford?
Daggerford, you guys will make it there by early afternoon.
So within 8 hours?
Definitely within 8 hours.
Okay. I cast aid on my horse and Ryan and
One on your
Azazel.
So Ryan, you get an extra 5 max hit points. So don't add them to your actual max, just add them to your the second number. So it'll bring you above.
Ashrock,
Yo,
would
Hello,
you
Rash.
be able to
I didn't even have
bring
any
in
icons on
a...
the screen, by the way. Like my character's not even available.
There's no characters are around, but you should be able to bring up your character sheet, right?
Yeah.
The characters will be available soon. I'll change so your characters are available soon. Just 1 second here. What did Rash want to say to?
Just adding
sure.
to my temporary hit points, right? 5.
Sure, that will work for this because you're not going to add more
Sure.
temporary hit points. Yeah.
How should I do it? Because my Roach isn't a character; he's an NPC. How should I do it on mine? So
We'll do it when we show
You want
Roach
this
on
stuff
the
too,
token.
buddy?
Okay.
So just remember to
Yeah,
add it to
okay.
Roaches. Steve?
Okay.
Ashrock, can you bring in a intelligent bird? Or is it just you transferring into a bird? I'd like to use...
I
Oh, thank you.
got to attempt to find one.
Okay, because I've got Beast Sense Ritual, so I can basically see and hear through them for an hour. So if we can find a bird and then send them off to scout, I can look through them. Which, now that I say that, you can probably do the same
You going to
thing.
the bathroom? Okay.
At this request, Ashrock, let's all the caca, caca.
Roll a nature check.
Since crows and ravens are the most intelligent bird, after all.
You just gotta cup. You gotta cup your hands like that guy from East India.
I don't
That
wanna
one
be
guy from
too
East
loud.
India.
Did you see that video? It's crazy. He's like a real life druid. It's awesome. He caws and 400 crows show up.
Okay, no, I did not. You do succeed, and a raven, a passing raven, pops by on your shoulder.
Ask him what his name is. Her. I don't want to assume.
If you want to
Astrid.
see something really
Astrid,
cool,
sir. Sorry, go ahead, Apollo.
Astrid?
if you want to see something really cool, there's a boy who's blind who can actually use sonar to see.
Oh, right, I heard about that. That's crazy
That's
shit.
fucking cool. Like, it's really cool.
Oh, no.
Wasn't a very
Nick
good series,
disappeared.
though.
Oh, did we lose someone?
Yeah, we just lost Nick for a second after he met the crow, or met the raven named Astrid.
Hold on a sec. Discord did something weird to me there.
I see that.
I'm just trying to reopen the. Anyway, so I point over to Woolrash. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We can hear you.
Point over to Woolrash and introduce him to Astrid, and you can do your thing. Well,
Okay, I'm going to use that. Or I'm going to go sit in the wagon. I guess so you guys can haul me around.
Yeah. Actually, Woolrash, that is that you got rid of that skill because that's a bear totem barbarian skill.
Oh, right,
So
yeah.
you're trying to regain access to some of those skills. That's one of them. You do not currently have access to it, so don't delete it, but just write non-access on it because like you did leave that subclass behind.
Oh, what subclass are you now?
He's a wild magic.
Oh,
That's how he did like the like laser beam of divine energy at that when we fought the Helmed Horror.
Yeah, I get spazzy when I rage. Basically my deal now.
Spazzy.
it's very interesting.
Spazzy rage.
So what did you want to ask of her, Woolrash?
I was going to see if we could use her to scout out ahead of us, but I can't see through her anymore.
So I relay that information to her. I can talk to her anyway, and I'll share a little bit of my lightly fried fish fillet with her.
Yes, sir.
And,
what are you looking for specifically?
My other friend here, there's more of this nice tasty treat where that came from. If you could just fly up above, scout ahead, and let me know what you see as we go along, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Indeed.
Keep an eye out for people or animals that seem to be hiding, laying in wait, trying to surprise us along the path.
Okay.
Anybody that looks like they don't belong, just you let me know.
So Astrid disappears, and you guys spend most of the day traveling. Astrid doesn't come back for quite a while, and when she does kind of flip back, lots of hills, lots of farmers. No worries. That kind of things. And she looks at Woolrash and says, "Tell him I want something shiny."
Shiny?
Shiny.
Ask the Woolrash, you got any shiny trinkets on you that small maybe that you wouldn't mind parting with?
Yeah. I got.
I'll ask Astrid if she has any plans, or she wants to spend the day hanging out with us.
Depends on shinies.
Well, we'll get you shinies. All right, well, Ash, what do you got?
I have a gold ankle bracelet from a kobold from a long time ago.
Ooh.
That's a big shiny.
She's like
really big shiny.
She's like, rest of the day, big shiny.
This big shiny?
Yes. She seems like she's like literally vibrating, like she's never seen something so shiny.
So I'll let Woolrash know that if he wants to part with it, we got ourselves a companion for the day.
I already deleted it from my inventory.
All right, it's all yours.
In that case, we shall move. So.
Also, I still have sound, but I can't seem to open the Discord app, so I'm just gonna have to roll with it.
Oh, okay.
There's also a dragon soul on the.
Yeah, I deleted it.
It's still there.
Oh, you guys shouldn't see the name, but anyway, you guys are seeing that, and that's fine. So the dragon soul is a different name for the blonde. 1 second here. Sorry. So you guys slowly you see the caravan at the front slowly come to a stop. You guys are near the back, right? And Ashrog, you recognize this. You guys are nearing the major portcullis and the drawbridge of Daggerford. You guys have kind of the front of the caravan sort of starts to sort of slow down, and as you guys start slowing down, you kind of hear ripples down the caravan, and you realize what's going on is that the caravan has actually stopped. Nick, you will recognize this as part of your plan. What are you guys doing?
So we were meant to hang back, right, gang?
Ooh. I think you would remember better than us. I can't
We
remember
we were
exactly.
meant to hang back. We were gonna let the caravans, the cultists, and everything get to the front, and collect anybody that's on our side on the way to stay kind of in behind.
So
Okay.
you do that. You note that they're right near the front of the caravan, so they've already stopped. It's kind of like just reaching you folks that you've stopped, and sort of you guys kind of turn your caravan outside on the main road and kind of go half off the road with the main caravan, and the merchants that are the drivers with you are kind of looking at you like, or the driver that is accompanying you and driving kind of like, what are we doing? And what do you say to him?
Oh, Ryan, remember your hit points. You should be maxed up again.
Okay.
Or maybe
Well, he has
or
to
maybe
roll hit
you
dice. He has to
rolled.
roll hit dice for
Oh,
that.
right.
He's not max.
He's not
So
max.
if you want to use hit dice, Ryan, now would be the time to use them.
Yeah, I will. I'm just.
So
I'm not right now.
I just kind of
And don't
point
and don't forget
aimlessly
the
in the
5 that I gave
sky.
you too, Ryan.
Point aimlessly in the sky. Try to get the rest of the guys. Look at whatever I'm pointing, and hopefully the driver thinks we're looking at something off in the distance.
Well, he's your driver, so he wants to know why you guys are trying to
Oh.
move the cart forward.
To block, like we're trying to position it in the path, kind of thing.
Yeah. So he just kind of like looks at you and kind of goes, well, I'll follow your lead. And as you guys
Just listen.
as you guys continue forward, you see Vogel, Bone Chin, and Dessa, and they kind of look at you. And what do you do?
Which ones are they again?
This is the dwarf that helped you out with the Perryton fight, and the one that's the lady that's currently traveling with him, and they're both. Well, he is a high-ranking member of the Shade Company, a band of mercenaries that is guarding some of the caravan.
So, okay, rough estimate. How long is it going to take us to get from where we are now to the cultists?
I would say
More or less than 10 minutes.
More. It would be close to like 45 minutes, 40 minutes, somewhere in there.
Okay. I ride up to him, and I look him dead in the eye, dead into his steely eyes with mine, and I say, "If you're looking for excitement, come this way and bring your axe."
He kind of looks at you and kind of narrows his eyes and then says, "Oh, I'll be along shortly." And sort of he lets you go ahead, and then he lets you go ahead, and you see like a ways back. He's actually keeping his distance from you, about 100 or so feet, but a contingent of Dessa and a few, like maybe like 6 to 8 of the Shade Company are kind of following behind.
Yeah. So I'm kind of outriding. I'm leading leading our wagon a little bit and kind of just like touching base with our allies, more or less. So we have some guards with Lady Valentina, do we not?
No, this isn't Lady Valentina's wagon. This is just the merchant wagon. Lady Valentina's not moving. She's staying where she's put. Yeah.
Okay.
She didn't want to move with you guys. She kind of knew something was up, and she was like, "We'll stay here.
Yep.
We'll be guarded," so that your other guards are with her.
So Shade Company's about 100 feet behind us, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're kind of like, trying to look casual, but there's like 8 of them, and they're kind of, if you're kind of passing on the left slide, and they see that you're passing on the left side, and they kind of move to the right.
Okay. So
clearly they know something is up.
Is there anyone else we can count on? It's been so long. I'm sorry.
I'll be honest, not really. No.
I don't think so.
No, that's.
I'm trying to remember too, Liam. Was Sir Estevel's guys? Was he having them set up on the side for the ambush, or
he's having they're going to be waiting on your whistle across the drawbridge.
They were going to come out and kind of
they were going to fan out, but they're waiting on your signal.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted on that other path if he had guys sitting there too, because I think I had asked him to.
I don't. He doesn't have it. You didn't see anyone there when you were passing by.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I
So we
ride
should probably
over.
get
I ride
get
over
a
to.
cutoff
I ride
point
over.
there.
Okay.
Sorry. What was that, Nick?
We should probably make a choke point there, right? So there's nowhere for them to go.
Well,
Okay.
you're looking. You're
Um,
looking at how the path narrow, like they're at the front of the caravan, right? So
Yeah.
effectively, I'm giving you a preview right now. If you look on the map, this is how the map actually looks. So that other T fork is kind of just something that spreads around a small forest glade. So if you look where they are,
Oh, it doesn't actually lead.
yeah, it doesn't actually lead to a completely separate area. So
Oh,
that's
okay.
kind of where the shade company actually is, because
Oh,
it kind of
okay.
like the path
I
kind of does
misunderstood that,
this.
sorry.
Yeah, no, it's
So-
a very easy thing to yeah.
How heavy is Azazel? Can
Good
my horse
question.
carry him? Can my horse carry him as well as me?
Your movement would be reduced by half, and you wouldn't be able to do any sort of maneuvers. But yeah,
Okay, I ride up to Alfred, and I say to him, "I need the letter."
Okay.
didn't you give the
I-
letter to
did I leave
Saristaval?
that with her?
I thought you
I think
left
I
that with
might have left it.
Saristaval
Oh,
because he
took
needs to bring it to
a
the
lady.
Duchess.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, he
yeah, I
did.
don't have that anymore, man. It's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Our allies there are on our side, but we don't have that letter anymore. They know what's going on.
Caravan Master is the wild card. We should talk to him once we're in position.
Okay, so I'll say you
I
guys
get-
move up. Okay, sorry, Devin, go ahead.
Start
No,
riding
no,
up.
that's
man.
fine. That's fine. Carry on.
So we're gonna skip ahead. You guys kind of move through the caravan sort of slowly. People are looking at you like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you like trying to jump your way?" Stuff like that. Because a lot of them want to get in, and a lot of them think like it's a bit ambiguous. The caravan master didn't actually say whether each of them had to check in with the town guard before they went to the caravan grounds, which is kind of confusing because usually they know they just go straight to the caravan grounds, or you go straight into the city or hamlet. And they're kind of like there's some restlessness among the group, and that restlessness only increases the closer you get to the front. As you approach the front, you see the two cultist wagons. And you see the two major cultist wagons. There's some wagons that are farther behind, but they're kind of left with their like the tough-looking customers are up front. So the two like really valuable cultist wagons that aren't wagons that have personnel in them, so to speak.
Where's the red bastard?
I guess his wagon would be up with front. But here's the thing. I actually, you know what? Everyone make me a quick perception check.
Has perception 14. Perception. There. Oh, I see all.
Okay.
I also see all.
So
30, 20.
I see nothing.
Shark's like, oh, my
I'm
shirt's
looking the
untied.
wrong way.
So
I'm probably talking to Astrid right now.
Apollo, you want to roll perception for me? I mean, I don't know if it'll do anything, but if you get a natural 20, it'll be something. Apollo, you around?
Ryan.
Man down.
Okay. Well, I'll just like unless he gets a natural 20, it's not going to change my description.
I can roll for him. I still have access to his character sheet.
No, just leave it. Just leave it.
Let him.
Let him do it. So first of all, you notice that you note that basically, to your knowledge, the Red Wizard has like not really left his cart since the incident. And he is currently his cart has been glued to the same carts that the treasure is on, right up at the front with the highest density of cultists.
Okay.
So his cart is right here.
So-
It's the last one.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of outride a little bit.
As you outride, you see two things. One, you see Larry and Keenblade see you guys coming up, and he starts walking over from where the cultists are to where you guys are, just kind of friendly, being like, "Oh, why are you guys up here?" Kind of like walking over to you. You ride past him, and what you notice is that there's a caravan master. The caravan master is up front. You can kind of see him from this angle because you're not now blocked by the carts, and he's talking to a guard, and he seems to be gesticulating quite a bit. And at the same time as he's kind of gesticulating, and he seems like not like angry, but just kind of like, what? Like, what's going on? Like, I don't understand, whatever. You see at the head of the cultists, the blonde cultist with the sword, slowly making her way to the caravan master.
I ride straight for that.
You ride straight for that. Okay. As you're riding towards, the caravan master starts walking back at this moment. Why is there... I meant to click them, not the cone. Oh, no, still them. Okay, cool. Anyway, the caravan master starts walking back, and he walks this way, and the blonde cultist stops him in his tracks, and she starts talking to him. And as you're walking up, so Devin, you'd be halfway there now, so you can move your character up a little bit. You see her push a finger into his chest, and he angrily sort of bats it away. And as you come up, and he says, "Why should it matter? Why should it matter if you've nothing to hide?" And she says, "This." You hear her saying, "This is an outrage. This is an absolute outrage. We have precious cargo that cannot be trifled with commoner hands."
I hear this, right?
Okay. Yeah, you hear that as you come up. You're about 20 feet away.
I look at Alfred, and I give the signal of 2 pumps of my fist, which means blow the fucking whistle.
Yeah, I guess a little real high pitched, like the fingers between the lips kind of whistle.
As you sort of go to give this whistle, Astrid actually comes back, Alfred, and she comes back and she caws at you twice, and you understand those caws to meaning riders behind the gate.
So we're ready. So we're ready.
So ready, yeah.
You
wake up, Slava.
You hear
blow some stuff up. I'm gonna pee before we start.
Okay.
I can still hear you. I'm just on mute.
Okay. So as the whistle sounds, several things happen at once. You start hearing the not the rushing of hoofbeats, but the slow clop 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 of hoofbeats as 2 large cavalry riders in full armor with halberds start to make their way across. I'm just checking what can you guys see right now?
Making my way downtown.
2 cavalry riders and a purple dragon knight start making their way across the bridge. As this happens, the blonde cultist, the caravan master, turns around in shock and dives to the side. The blonde cultist turns to Ander, who's up here at this point, and says, "You! I knew it would be you. I knew you would be the end of us." And she withdraws her sword, looks at the knights crossing the bridge that are currently right here.
Withdraws or draws?
Draws her sword. And she points at you, Ander, and she points her other hand at the knights and says, "Hold, honorable knights, I am challenging this man to a one-on-one duel." Sir Istavel slows down. The purple dragon knight slows down as he's kind of walking out towards you. And you see another set of riders behind him. And behind them, another set of guards. Ander, what do you say?
Assess the situation. So, am I looking at an accurate amount of cultists here, or is this just representative? How do I like our chances? Do we have, from what I can tell, the military advantage or not?
You, I would say, are. Roll me an insight check. Actually, I'll let you do perception or insight. Oh, you already rolled insight. Insight works.
It's the same.
It's the same. Okay. 6. Okay. So you look like you have equal numbers. With the advent of Sir Isteval, you would definitely have the advantage, even just with his 2 heavy cavalry that he has, 2 heavy sort of these halberd cavalry riders that he has with him. You would clearly be at an advantage. If he has more people behind him, you're definitely at an advantage, and you know that there are few warriors like the ones you're traveling with, at least you think. So you're pretty confident.
Okay. All right.
So what say you to her?
You would not challenge me unless you knew that you were outmatched. Surrender now, and we may spare your lives, or stand and fight and die as you were.
Okay. Roll.
Charisma?
Yeah, roll your charisma because you're using persuasion.
Charisma or intimidation? I guess charisma.
Well, charisma, like either you you get a +5 to your persuasion checks, or you don't get the +5.
Right. Yes.
Okay. So okay. One second. So this one passes. This one... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so I'm gonna just do this.
Also, sidebar. I just realized my smites are my extra smites are also concentration.
Yeah. Yeah, everything but your divine smite is concentration.
Oh, okay.
Can you guys see these rolls?
Negative.
Okay, I'm rolling right now. Sorry, it's just taking me a while. Just
Oh, good.
20. Up.
$18.3, 2015, 10, 17, 19. So you see the cultists, two of the cultists that look like they're wearing like leather armor and they look like they're ready to fight. 2 of them throw down their arms and start to run back to the wagon. As they run past this wagon, you see a glow start to emanate from the red wagon where Asbara Joss was. And you see a glow start to emanate, and it grows, and it grows, and it grows, and it's still growing currently at this time. So I will say, are you? So you haven't really answered yet, Devin. You did that. That's fair. That's fine. Now it's going to be. It's either so. There's two things that are going to happen. I'll just let you know. Either you agree to a duel and you and them roll initiative, and everything else sort of happens around you, or we have a full scale fight.
Full scale. Let's do it.
So you say, basically, like, fuck your challenge. We're going to fight.
I pull out my lance.
Okay, so we're going to... I'm going to roll just one initiative, but we're going to do Combat Master.
Which card has Bear Joss in it?
The
Is it
one,
the
the farthest one behind you.
Nice flammable card.
I do have fire resistance. I'm torn. What do you guys think? Slight meta. Should I go for her, try and knock her down, or should I head to the red wagon?
Deal with her first.
Yeah,
All right.
we can take care of stuff behind you.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Okay.
that's an opportunity attack too,
You
right?
guys all
Tip of the
rolled
spear.
so high on initiative. This is ridiculous. But guess what she rolled?
I see that. I see that. Yeah.
Oh, I got to roll.
No, why doesn't she have the tiebreaker? Apollo. Where is fucking Jesus? I can't find that lance attack that we made, Liam. Where the fuck did it go? Go. Maybe is it just mounted charge? There it is. Okay.
And then Sir Istival rolled like dog shit. Unlike everyone else.
It's fair. He's old.
I mean, it's him and his cavalry riders. So
They're also old, so it's fine.
1 second.
Yeah, for some reason my tokens aren't syncing up well, but
I forgot to roll initiative. 1 second.
is Ryan still here? So he didn't roll up his hit points.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Did you roll your hit die for your hit points to?
No, I
Buff.
haven't. Sorry, I'm doing 1,000 things at once here.
Oh yeah, I understand.
What's the weather like today, Liam? Is it a nice sunny day or?
Yeah, pretty nice sunny day.
There you go, I rolled a hit die. What did I get? 12? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
you're rolling as Gruck.
Okay,
Wait,
oh,
yeah.
yeah.
He's using his D10, so he's still.
Yeah, so that gives you that puts you at 50. That I would stop there, and then just remember to add your 5 that I gave you.
I've put the 5 on there already.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
So then you could do one more, and then because then 56 would be your maximum. Then yeah, you could do one more. Fuck it. Up to you.
So,
Up to you.
got
Okay.
healing spells too, but
Okay. So here's what happens, folks. This is not the proper
am I
music.
meant to take this hit dice down to 3 then? Is that how that works?
It
Yeah.
should do it automatically.
Yeah.
Oh, you're rolling on Grux. Why is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I
He's
didn't
just
take it
talking
off
as
then.
Gruck.
Yeah. Like, why do I have access to so many characters, Liam? Like,
Alright, I don't know.
I have access to like everybody.
Probably because we were trying to do stuff a long time ago. So here's what happens.
I think he's gonna cast something right here.
That's not me making that. Freaking
Oh, okay.
That's just me getting my bearings here for distances.
So
Okay. Are you? Okay. Are you gonna drop a totem?
then
Thinking about it.
the dragon soul screams her defiance at you and says, "You shall perish! Perish under the might of the cult of the dragon." And you see her like wet her. She like slaps her like sword against your hand and draws an arc with it in the air, and 2 shadowy dragon wings unfurl from behind her.
What happened?
Okay.
It's fine.
So she 70. So she rears back. She's going to fly. She's going to fly back to this caravan, and right off the driver's seat, she's going to pick up something and then fly 15 feet in the air. So I'm just going to...
Bitches.
Hey.
So she's flying 15 feet in the air right here.
Oh my God, this is sizzly.
I whispered to Astrid, it looks like she has a challenger.
And she... How far away is she? Sorry, guys. Yeah, she holds this orb, this shining orb aloft, and as she like clutches in her palms, you see these black and purple and icy blue tendrils go into her arm. It does not look healthy. It does not look good. It looks corruptive completely. But you see this like almost like strengthen her. It seems like this is like it almost like elongates her jaw as it reaches it, and as it reaches to her jaw, it seems as if also these tendrils are almost like vines, and they yank her jaw open farther than it should ever extend, and out from her mouth pours.
Take a picture for mommy.
Pours. An icy breath of which it doesn't say here. Oh shit. Okay, that's more powerful than I thought. Devin, you take. Oh wait, that's it. It's the attack. The attack is 26. Sorry, is that hit? That obviously hits Devin, right?
Yeah.
She couldn't have had fire dragon's breath.
rolled a
So
19.
is it a? So yeah, okay.
It's ice.
So what? It's ice. Jesus
She
fucking
does
Christ!
23 cold damage to you.
Just me?
Just you. That's all she reaches. She tries to reach more, but she can only reach you right now.
So my horse is fine.
Oh no, your horse also takes 23 cold damage. Yeah, sorry. You're both in the way because it's a cone.
It's a cone, so there's no dex saves.
I guess she would roll. No, because she just rolled an attack. Hang on, let me look at it here.
Well, Steve, what's the regular dragon's breath? Is it a deck save or?
No, because his is a save. This is an attack. This is a magic item.
Oh.
Not of my own creation. So, you know what? What I'll do is I'll roll a separate attack for each person that it's going to hit. Oh, sorry.
Jesus Christ. Those are damage rolls.
Those are damage rolls. None of those are what I wanted to do. None of them are what I wanted to do.
Can she do more than one, like at once?
She's just... so I'm doing this. The item just says it shoots out a cone.
So
the
it's a dex
shoots
save.
out a cone. So, but it's not a dex save. It's a to hit attack.
Okay, cool. All right.
So the attack. I'm kind of fixing it here. It doesn't fully make sense. The attack does 14 hit your horse?
Yes.
Okay, then it takes 23 cold damage as well.
Okay.
How much?
Well, good thing I put 8 on him because he's got 1 hit point left.
Okay.
Sorry, boy. Yeah, my bars are broken, Liam. I don't know why.
Your bars are broken?
On Roach, yeah.
Like they don't... Sorry, I'm just moving you for a second. They don't...
Yeah.
They look perfectly fine to me. Like they work.
But he has 1 hit point.
Right.
It's not adjusting at all. It's just stuck on 18 out of 19.
Oh, it shows 1 for me.
I see 1 on it as well.
Just that's
So-
it sounds like a you issue, but
Thanks.
sorry.
Thanks, everybody.
So it is Asbara turn. The magic that the blue light that is glowing from the last from the last cart seems to reach a crescendo, and it kind of does this almost like nuclear effect, like this. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. There we go. So if everyone can see that, so that just emanates out of the cart, and as it emanates out, you basically it as quickly as it emanated out, it coalesces, does one big thing, and then a beam of light shoots out, and then nothing. It's going to be all the cultists' turn, and what they are going to do is they are going to they're going to cast Hold Person.
I can see why she wanted to duel. I'm assuming on me.
The first one is going to cast it on you, yes.
And the cultists have magic. Boo. Woo.
So make a Wisdom saving throw of... Hang on. Wisdom saving throw of... Where the fuck is their thing?
What's their score? What's their spellcasting ability?
It's just...
Because it'd be 10 plus proficiency plus whatever their spellcasting is, right? So
Oh, so just 11. So make a wisdom saving throw. So you make that save. Then it's this guy's turn. He is going to cast it on Sir Isteval. Save. This cultist is going to cast it. He's going to leave you over here, and he's going to cast it on Woolrash. Woolrash, make a wisdom save, please.
Normal wisdom saving throw. Oh.
You are currently held in place.
by which one?
By this one right here. I'm going to put a little marker on him to denote that he's holding Woolrash.
Because he's concentrating on it, right?
Yeah, because he's concentrating on it.
Okay.
This one...
Where am I in this turn order, by the way? Am I not in this fight?
Yeah, you're 17.
Yeah, above me.
Oh, I
This
see you now. Okay.
This cultist is going to cast on Ashrock.
It's
Charger. It's gonna fail on me.
So the Dragon Soul is 15 feet in
Oh,
the
why do I
air,
have a-
right?
I don't know where that +2 came from.
That's your... Oh, because if you have your...
Oh,
you have blast.
Why do I have blast on?
You make it.
Let's get rid of blast. Sorry. Yeah, it's just 25.
Okay. And then I'm going to choose between Apollo or Azazel. Token Fate. They have chosen Apollo. It's going to move here. Apollo, can you roll a save for me?
What can I save?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom.
Okay, I need to change that advantage thing, but 17.
17.
It's right at the top of your sheet.
I know it is. I haven't changed it. I keep forgetting.
You can set it up so it asks you every time too, so you don't forget.
That's fair enough.
It's in your.
Okay.
you go to your
that is all
your
the cult
settings.
fanatics. Ander, it is your turn.
I can see the red wizard, right? There's
No, the
nothing
red wizard
impeding
is-
my.
The red which
He's way back, isn't he?
he's gone.
He's gone.
You never
Oh,
saw
he
him
just
walk out.
poofed.
You just saw the glowing blue light and then nothing. He never actually stepped out of the cart.
Oh,
Oh. Okay.
I needed him on the map so that he could be in the turn order.
All right. Well, while I can still use it, I'm gonna wheel 5 feet because I can't reach the dragon soul.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, currently 15 feet in the air. Oh, I should have said, yeah.
Well, my lance is 10 feet and I'm 5 feet up. Can I hit her?
No, the lance is 10 feet from you. You don't get an X. You don't have 15 feet of reach. You have 10 feet of reach.
But I'm.
It's a very interesting.
I'm 5 feet up the horse.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I'm riding the horse.
No, you're not, Devin.
I'm riding.
You're 5 feet. You're 5 feet. You do not have 15 feet of reach. You're 5 feet. You have 10 feet of reach with the lance from where you are. Don't try and logic this out. This is not about logic. This is about the game rules of your reach with your lance. You exist in a space of 5 feet.
But my horse is large. My horse is 10 feet by 10 feet. If I'm
Are
sitting
you
on
at the
top
very
of it,
front and the very back of your horse at the same time?
apparently, yes.
I'm gonna say you don't have 10 feet reach up on a horse, plus 10 feet.
It would. All right, fine.
Because you have two. If you look, you have 2 squares around you. That's your reach.
Yeah. But that's 2 squares around me, yes. But if you look at the total, say I was in the center, that's 1, 2, 3 squares in every direction.
you're not gonna win this argument.
I'm just gonna say you have 10 feet of reach. That doesn't give you 15 feet of reach. A horse is also not a purely vertical plane. It's lengthwise.
I'm aware.
I'm just going to rule on this one that you have 10 feet of reach vertically. Because also, I could then rule that like a lance doesn't have the same directional force upward as it does forward.
And that would be entirely. Yeah. That'd be entirely mint. I'd be entirely cool with that.
It's 10 feet. It's 10 feet. That's too complicated.
Okay.
It's 10 feet.
It would be very hard to hit something poking up. Yes.
Yeah.
That is fair. Okay. Well, I'm gonna hit the motherfucker that has Wool Rash held then.
Okay.
I'm gonna use this. Syntax error.
What are you trying to do?
Why?
It's not very effective.
Why?
Azazel,
Why?
you're up on deck. Just letting you know.
So something broke.
What are you trying to do?
I'm
Is
trying
my
to do
turn
that.
skip because I'm being held?
What's that, sorry?
I'm trying to do my mounted charge.
My turn got skipped because I'm being held?
Oh, you have to roll at the end of your turn. I apologize. You should have rolled at the end of your turn to see if you're still held. I believe.
Okay.
Syntax error.
Yeah, roll
Yeah,
a
'cause I
wisdom
was at
save.
19
Yeah, you were at
for,
19. I hit the button twice by accident. That's my bad.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't mean to skip
So
you.
roll another wisdom save then?
Yeah.
Save it.
You are still being held. Your mounted charge is just an attack where they have to roll a DC 14 check, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you
It's
just
just
do
a
a lance
lance attack. It's a lance attack. Why do we have 1d8? We have a second bludgeoning damage on it as well. It does an extra 1d8 damage, I think. I don't know why we're getting.
If they succeed, if they are knocked prone, it does the extra 1d8 from the hooves, I think.
Okay. All right. So we'll just do a lance attack then. Does a 26 hit?
A 26 hits, yes. And that does 6 piercing damage, and he needs to... Can you move your character so I know which one you're...
Yeah.
You rolled a natural
So it's-
1. So he is now prone.
Does he lose his concentration? Oh, he also takes the D8.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe that's how that works.
D8 plus strength, so D8 plus 4.
I think it's just D8. No, it's just D8 damage because it's your horse.
My horse has a strength rating. My horse has a strength rating of plus 4.
I don't think that's how that works.
That's how it's written in the sheet. It just didn't fucking work.
Okay.
Because it's so the second damage is 1d8 plus strength modifier. Which makes sense to me. The horse is strong. It just so happens to have the same rating as me, plus 4.
Where did we get this? I'm reading mounted charge out right now. It doesn't say anything but an extra D8 of damage.
So what? Yeah, I don't know. It's in the actual like attack column.
Well, then it's just an extra attack that you have.
Okay. So yeah. So he's knocked prone then.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
He's knocked prone.
So he's knocked prone. Does
And
he
has to
pass
make-
or save his con save? Yeah.
That is a good question. Okay, Slava, you're going to be up in a second. Just going to see if he has his concentration or not. He does not. He loses concentration. Woolrash, you are free.
I'm free.
Okay. I'm gonna. I'm gonna drop a shield of faith on myself, and dismount and draw my sword, and then run for the rest of my movement, close to this cult fanatic.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's... Isn't dismount half your movement?
Just half my movement.
Okay,
Yeah, but
half
we're
your movement. Okay. Fair enough.
But-
Okay, so you want to... Where's your character at? Are they right there?
right there, and I'm gonna telepathically communicate with Roach to for him to run for the rest of his movement. So he used 20 feet, so he has an additional 40 feet, so he can run all the way over here.
Okay. Fair enough. I don't know why Lady Valentina's on the battlefield. She shouldn't be there. Okay. Azazel, your turn is up. Sorry that took a little while.
Not gonna lie, I 100% just woke up from a nap.
Good timing.
Like, I have no idea what's happening here.
We could just see your like forehead. I kind of
You gave
Yeah,
a
I know,
thumbs
I know.
up.
I know that night shift life. I know it.
I've
I know
moved
it. I get
myself
you.
a little bit lower so I could nap and like hopefully wake up whenever I hear Azazel.
Okay.
And then I
just need
looked
a
up
quick
and we're in a
breathe.
battle, and I'm like, okay, cool, great, let's do this.
Okay, you see a bunch of cult fanatics. You see a flying dragon soul with shadowy black wings, who's currently got icy blue and black veins going all throughout her and vines of energy controlling her. The last cart that housed the wizard, there was a bunch of glowing blue light that emanated from this cart, and then all of a sudden it coalesced, and then all the light disappeared.
And you also notice that Ander got very hurt by the cold attack that she just did. So Ander, although he's resistant to fire, if he was resistant to cold, that'd be pretty sweet.
Okay, so like we want these guys
To die,
dead,
yes.
dead. Okay, well,
I mean, you do want them dead, but if they're all dead, there is no one left to interrogate. But, I mean, I'm just going to say that once as a DM.
well, you know what I haven't pulled out in a while?
Yeah, I do.
Wait. Liam,
Fireball!
play that track. Hey, Jimmy, play that track.
All right, hang on. I can't search in my tunes.
No?
Here.
Win! Fireball!
Here you go.
What?
Do you hear that?
Nope. All I hear is the epic battle music.
Okay, hang on.
Sound like somebody was throwing up?
Now
I don't
listen.
know.
There you go.
I was meaning like Fireball by Pitbull.
Oh.
Fireball.
Okay, so what are you doing, Slava? Oh, that's what you're doing. Okay, where are you emanating this from?
So, if I go from this square and go 20, I can hit this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy, while missing Ander and missing the Cult Fanatic.
Because it's a circle, right?
Yeah.
That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Sorry. Okay, if you say it, yeah, I'll believe you. Okay, so this guy.
Sorry, that's Fireball number 1.
So
Is it
hey,
like a
let me
radius? Is that like
do
a-
this in order. Let me do
I
this
like
in
it.
order. Okay.
I don't know. I made something and I can't delete it. Oh, there it is.
Okay, so this top cultist, do you hit them?
Yeah,
This guy right here. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll pull your hand
Yeah.
off now. Come on,
And
chop it
this
off.
guy.
Okay, hang on. I got to do it in order. Just let me. Okay, he rolls a natural 20, so he takes how much damage? What's half? You did 18 damage.
Mhm.
Where is the radius lava? Where is it emanating from?
From this square right here.
So then it would miss that top. It was 20 feet, right? So it would miss that very top one, wouldn't it? If my ruler is correct.
Oh,
Is
okay.
it 20
Yeah,
feet?
you're right.
Okay,
It's 20 feet.
Okay, so then I'll use that for the first cultist anyway. He rolls. Okay. Okay. The dragon.
Wait. If it misses that guy, then if I go from here,
Then
from
you can
this
get.
one down here, then I can still hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. And you still missed me. Yeah.
Wow,
There you
two
go.
natural
There
20s,
we go.
two natural 20s from both of these guys. So this just -9.
Two natural 20s?
Two natural 20s in a row. You just didn't see the
I
other
see.
one.
Oh.
So it's hit this guy. It's hit this guy. What other guy is it hitting? In order? This one?
Dragon Soul.
Yep.
This guy, and this guy.
Okay. Takes full damage.
Apollo, you're next. You hear that, Ryan?
Yep. Sorry, I'm
Okay.
right here.
Yep.
Um,
just.
Okay, that's the first one. Okay, and now in order, do they all roll again? Because you do another fireball.
And then I cast a second fireball.
Okay. They rolled with advantage. So I'm just going to use their second roll as what this all is, so I don't have to roll individually for them again.
Sorry, shoot.
That's okay. What do they have to beat again?
They have to beat 18. DC 15.
DC 15. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay, can you roll damage, or is that... Oh, you're working on it. Never mind. I see. Okay, so first guy still manages to save. So that's 11 damage. I think. Or 10? It's 10. The Dragon Soul takes the full flame damage, and you see as these 2 fireballs explode, some of the cultists seem to throw up their robes, and as they throw them up, there's kind of like this sort of magical little tsh in the air as they sort of block a portion of the fireball with what is now they're now like smoldering robes, and you get the sense that whatever enchantment was on these robes was very shoddily made. Some of them it protected them, some of them it just straight up didn't. The Dragon Claw over here. Holy shit. Okay, so several of the cult. So the 2 cult fanatics at the front look pretty healthy. The cult fanatics in the mid center and the Dragon Claw all seem incredibly worse for wear. The Dragon Soul still seems to be flying, not super phased by this, but definitely it took some damage. It just looks like it has sort of damage to spare. Is that your full turn, Slava? I mean, I say that as your full turn, as you didn't just drop 50 points of damage on everyone.
You know what? Let's go spiritual weapon as well.
Okay. Sure thing. Where do you want to drop that spiritual weapon?
Let's drop it. Oh. Sorry, right here.
Right there. I should get a. Sometime you should find a little picture for your spiritual weapon, and then I'll put that in.
Oh, you should. Those. Did I send you those tokens yet, Liam?
Maybe not. They have its attack is 14. Unfortunately, the AC is 15, so you just missed. They seem to dodge out of the way of what form does your spiritual weapon take? Scythe, right. As it slices through the air, the cultist with this like long greasy hair sort of flinging behind him seems to just dodge out of the way as it gives him like a side buzz cut and like cuts off a giant shank of his hair. Apollo, you are up.
Who's this Larry and Keenan Blade? Is he in the fight?
He is currently trying to hide. He is definitely not in the fight. He was walking towards you guys all friendly, and then all hell broke loose, and he's currently doing this.
He's a bard.
Volgo Bonechin and his Shade Company are coming up behind. You see 2 of them heading towards Larian.
And is this Dragon Claw attackable? Or is he
yeah, he's definitely... he would have half cover right now, but yes. Or I guess that doesn't fucking matter to you. Never mind.
Doesn't matter to me. Has he taken any damage yet?
He has, yes. He's looking incredibly worse for wear.
I feel bad for him. Okay, I guess I will, and this Dragon Soul's got a lot of health. Is that right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I can ping away at this Dragon Soul.
Yeah.
Devin doesn't like that.
They have...
No, Devin likes that a lot. Devin likes that a lot because Devin can't reach the Dragon Soul.
Okay, I'm gonna use, what if I use this to spell level 2? No, it doesn't do anything. Okay, I'm gonna use this as a bonus action. Did that show up?
It did not show up. Oh, yes it did. Yes it did.
Oh, there it is.
I'm gonna use Hunter's Mark on the Dragon Soul here.
Okay.
And then... Has anyone... Who hit the Dragon Soul so far?
Slava has hit the Dragon Soul.
Yeah, Slava.
What did you hit him with? What was your
Fireball.
attack? Yeah, but
2 fireballs.
What was the attack roll though?
It's a save. It's a dexterity saving throw for them to
That's
avoid the
dex
fireball.
saving. Okay. should we go all out? Take all
Yeah.
advantage. Okay, let's go. We'll try the first attack with Sharpshooter and Colossus. Okay, I'm gonna do the Sharpshooter. I have to let you know that first of all. In fact, it's already in my attack these days. I used to have to do that, but
Yeah, that's okay.
oh
So
my goodness, it's a low roll.
That misses. Which you've got another attack.
Yeah. Guess we can try again. Oh, a terrible roll.
Oh, how'd you get a negative to work? Fuck. Later, we'll talk about that later.
Okay. I'll try it one more time.
Huh.
That does
There we
hit.
go, that's a
Roll
zero.
for damage.
So that
Jesus
plus
Christ.
D6. There you go. 1924.
What's the extra D6 for?
That's my hunter's mark.
Oh, right. Yep, you are totally true. Yep. 24 damage. Not frickin' bad.
Oh, yeah, you can program that as a macro too there, Ryan, so it does it automatically. You don't have to roll it again. I can show you after.
Okay.
For what? I don't get what you mean.
Let's just
I'll
run
show
through
you
the
after.
battle.
I'll show you
Just
after.
Run through the battle first.
Yeah, I'll show you after.
Okay.
Apollo, is that your full turn?
That is my full turn. Yeah.
Excellent. Alfred Ashrock, you are up.
Okay. First thing I'm gonna do is cast. Let's go Spirit Totem of the Hawk.
Okay.
So that's a 30-foot radius, and anybody, I can use my reaction to grant advantage against attack rolls against a creature in that radius. And we got advantage on wisdom, perception checks, whatever. Anyway.
Okay. Where do you put that? You want to ding me?
Start here and do a 30-foot
Oh, so
all the way around.
can he only do it once, Liam?
One reaction per turn, I assume.
Yeah. So he puts the spirit totem down, and then he uses his reaction to grant advantage to someone's attack roll. But everyone has advantage to perception checks, so he has to choose who he wants to use it on when they go to attack.
Hey, Liam, in your recents, that hawk totem I made for the other game should be in there. You could just drag and drop it.
Okay.
It should have a red aura. It
Yep.
should be a yellow bird. Yep, there it is.
Devin found all these totems for yours.
Oh, nice.
I paid $5 for these totems. I
You
paid
did.
good money.
What am I gonna do here? That Dragon Soul, did I pick up what kind of armor they were wearing? Any armor at all?
You know what? That is a good fucking question. I don't actually remember.
Do I need to make a perception check for that?
You make a perception check. Yeah, make a perception check, actually. I'll just let you do it because you would have been eyeing them up previously, so just make a... Okay, so you note that it is studded leather.
Studded leather? Okay. That's not much metal in that then, is there?
No, I'd rule it's still metal. It's still metal.
Oh, because I'm pretty sure you let me wear studded leather.
Oh,
at one
yes, I
point.
did. Yes, I did, actually. So we ruled
Oh,
that... You're right. We
I
ruled
think,
that studded wasn't enough metal to
It's
affect
not
things.
enough metal.
I forget which side of
Okay.
that argument we ended on, but yes.
Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah.
I knew it was
Yeah.
heated. It was a heated argument.
Spirited. Wasn't
Oh.
heated. It was spirited.
No, it's because it's
Passionate. We weren't angry.
Because it's heat metal. Because it's heat
Oh.
metal.
Okay.
In
I was
that
too drunk.
case,
I'm
I'm
sorry,
gonna
I'm too
move
drunk for that pun.
back. Gonna move back a little. Hey, this chick has breath.
Oh, no, let's do it.
For now, I'm just gonna wild shape into a panther. Actually, let's go with that.
Cool.
Where did you find a panther?
In my travels.
Okay. Spend much time in the jungle, do we? All right.
Did everyone see that aura? Or is it just me?
I've been around everywhere.
I don't know if I can
Man.
see it.
Is there an aura emanating from the hawk totem for everybody else, or just me? No big
I
yellow.
couldn't see it 5 seconds ago.
No big yellow glowy
Yeah.
thing, Nick.
No.
Emanating from it? No, just it's glowing.
But there's no like big circle.
No.
I think you can make the
Oh.
totem visible in the
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
token
There we go.
editor.
There we go.
There we go.
That's what I was doing. Okay, cool.
And my wild shape's an action, so that's it.
Okay. Did I drag your panther on, or can you drag your panther on?
Yeah, I got it in there. I think you have to roll for its health, but it should be on there.
I just don't see it. Where's your panther?
Oh, I put it on.
It's right over top. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, gotcha. Yes, I do have to roll a hit dice. Hang on.
That is a.
Okay. It is now Sir Istavel's turn,
Okay.
finally. So he is going to... what's the distance on this bitch? Yeah. He is going to scream, "Men to arms!" And he's going to walk up to this cultist and with his cavalry. And he's going to scream at them to surrender. And these two cultists immediately throw their daggers to the ground. And faced with the overwhelming odds of the fireball they just took, the fact that none of their freaking hold persons worked, and they all know that their hold persons didn't work because nobody froze up except for one dragonborn. Both these cultists are going to throw their weapons on the ground. And effectively lay on the ground, put their hands on their head, and surrender. They're not a super brave lot. They pass the wisdom check to resist your persuasion by a small margin, Devin.
I only rolled a 16. That's like one of the worst persuasion checks that I've done.
That's ridiculous, but
Could he use some bless? Could he used a nice blessing? That would have been
yeah.
stupendous. That extra D4 probably would have done it.
Bless doesn't work like that in this game. Remember, we were trying it out in the other game. It doesn't work on ability checks, I don't think. It's just attack rolls.
Is it just attack rolls?
I tried it. I tried it.
Ability checks.
I tried it a different way in the other game. That's a homebrew rule. Dragonclaw's turn. I'm gonna make him roll a wisdom saving throw, because he's fucking terrified and he's got almost no health, and he is also not the. He rolled an 8, so he's gonna try and run as fast as he can this way, right into the arms of Volgo
Attack
Bonechin.
roll or saving. Attack roll or saving throw. You're right. Not ability check.
So the Dragonclaw runs
Guidance. I meant guidance.
directly into the arms
Sorry.
of Volgo Bonechin, who's standing there with an axe, grinning like a Jackie Robertson, just ready to swing up. And this guy just hits the dirt as if he's baseball sliding, like knees forward, but instead of like sliding like backwards like cool, he's sliding backwards like this, and he's dropping his weapon, his two swords with the same action. Usually Dragonclaws are more fanatic, but this one's got 6 health after taking 2 fireballs, so, you know.
So he had like 38.
You see
Crap.
that the this dragon soul is going to. You see the wings on the dragon soul start to flutter, like flicker, and she goes, "If I am to die, then it will be a blaze. If I am to die, then it will be in the cold fury of the blessings of the white dragon." And she flies over to you, Devin. She's going to be right here, or right. Let's see here. Yeah, so
Well, that's cool.
That's gonna get you, the cultist, and Woolrash. So she is going to roll. This is to hit you. 16 hit.
Negative.
Okay, is this to hit the cultist? Also negative. This is to hit Woolrash. Woolrash does a 15 hit.
Yeah, I got 14 armor class, so that'll hit me.
You take 28 cold damage.
Okay.
Oh, you don't have. Oh,
take-
that's right. You don't have resistance
Can
to
rage
cold
it.
anymore.
Oh, yes he
Okay.
does. Yes he does. He's a Dragonborn. So you take 14 cold damage. Silver Dragon coming in hot.
Oh. Oh. Very nice. That's handy.
She screams in futility as you take sort of a tuck tail maneuver, sliding forward, and the way you block the this breath of freezing energy, the magic from the blessing of your shield, the blessing of Kiri Jolith, its horns, it feels like the horns almost like shine, and it sort of like deflects it in sort of a U, like a parabola shape, and as this parabola shape goes outward, it kind of pushes the force of it coming in and coming out, pushes the surrounding cold damage that was about to absolutely freeze the cultist. It sort of pushes that air from hitting it central out and pushes that out so that it all kind of comes into your shield, curves out, and pushes away. The stream that doesn't is the stream above you, and that stream is what goes flying past you and hits Woolrash. It catches the front half of one of the horses. As it catches that side of the horse, you see that horse, literally half its body freezes solid. That horse is dead. In a sort of a visceral horse scream, it literally screams in agony as half of its body, including half of its lungs, are frozen, and it sort of shudders and sort of falls into the I don't know, the stuff on the cart, not the stirrups. I don't know, horse stuff, whatever. Woolrash, that does make it your turn, however.
All right. Go 10. Okay, I'm going to...
Oh, sorry guys, the Dragon Soul is now on the ground. The wings are gone.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Yeah.
For my Cone of Cold, is that basically like one... I guess, what...
Cone of Cold
Do you have
is the opposite of what I just did. It's a dexterity saving throw, so you can't choose who you attack with. It is everyone in a range of cone.
Right, but like what shape is that?
I believe your breath weapon is a cone. That's why this is also a cone. Most breath weapons are all cones.
Sorry, what I'm trying to ask is, like, if I shape freehand. It's like if I do it here, I get a cone like that, right?
Yes, correct. You can
Okay,
actually,
now
if you go to
if
the
I-
ruler and you hit the drop down beside the ruler at the top left, you can choose cone, and it'll measure it for you.
I have cone on my ruler. I've snapped.
So you click on ruler, top left, and underneath the word ruler, there's radius cone box line.
Like, are we talking like my cursor?
Yeah, you click on the ruler on the left hand side, then go up to the top of the screen, and at the top of the screen there should be a drop down.
Nope.
Okay,
Okay,
never mind
I'll
then.
do that later.
I can measure from whatever direction you wanting to go.
I'm gonna go from where I am. I want to run up here,
Okay.
35 feet, so I can do that.
Yeah.
So now, if I Cone of Cold, I should be able to hit the Cult Fanatic, but not Ander.
Both
right?
cult fanatics, in
thinking?
fact. Yes. Correct.
Isn't it only 15 feet? 15-foot cone.
Oh, it's a 15-foot cone. My apologies. I thought it was 30.
So I'm going to rage.
Yeah.
So part of raging is going to be... Where's my wild search? Here we go. So I'm going to roll an 8-sided dice. 6. Plus 1 bonus to AC. Lame.
And your allies within 10 feet.
Oh, hey, sweet. That's me. That's me.
Okay.
What is that called?
So everyone else has to make a dexterity saving throw for your cone of cold. Do you want to put it in the chat, or is it already in the chat?
No, I haven't done that yet.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out which. Push. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do.
Great. No. No tak, no, yeah.
I'm going to attack and fear.
Okay. Okay.
This guy
So
here.
did that hit before I describe it?
Natural 20.
Okay. So here's what happens, folks. I want you to listen up here for a second. So as Rolrash running up screams a roar in defiance, you hear this crackling energy flow throughout him, and he's almost like these like waves of energy are coming off of him, this sort of like air burst as he screams and roars and brings his hammer around. And you see that hammer, you know, in anime and stuff like that, when that like the air is disrupted, you know, like Dragon Ball Z, and it shows like the air moving just by the force of the blow. That's effectively what Wolrash's roar does. And as he roars and as this air gets pushed past, you see the wind from it just blow the Dragon Soul's hair back, and you see her kind of almost in shock, and you hear this almost like this crackling music behind him, and with that roar he reaches behind and just slams his hammer down. So natural 20, so it does 9 plus 4 damage, and I'm going to, given that this is a natural 20, I am going to give her disadvantage on resisting the fear. What does she have to hit?
So for fear, it is magic awareness. This one. Wisdom saving throw against your 8 plus proficiency plus charisma. So 8 plus 3 plus 3.
She rolls a
That's
7.
14.
She is terrified of you. So she must use all her turn to she can still attack, but she can't attack you, and she has to use all her movement to try and escape from you. That includes a dash action. She can only attack if she's not able to move without putting herself in more danger.
Okay. And I'm going to use my second attack. Do the same thing. Minus. Oh, hold on. Take off one of my traits there. And my rage should have done plus 2 damage.
Plus 2 damage to that first one, so it would have been 15 damage?
Yes. I don't have a little toggle for rage like I do on my rogue. I can do sneak attacks. Okay, and now I'm going to attack again a second time.
That also hits.
23.
Fucking, I guess so.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
15 damage with plus 2 from rage still.
Oh, you don't have your rage modifier? The little check mark thing?
Not that I see.
Yeah, it's
on my
in your.
rogue, I've got a sneak attack thing.
Yeah, if you go to your the gear and then you enable global damage modifiers, then you can add it into there. It's on the right hand side. If you hit the gear on your core character sheet, gear, and then right hand side, about halfway down, enable attack modifiers and enable damage modifiers, and then you can add it to your rage, and it'll just be boop right on top.
So I'm gonna have both of these cultists roll wisdom saves. This one fails. It's going to try and run as far away as it can, and it is also going to go run directly into Volgo Bonechin's men. This one is going to run away, but it is looking behind it and doesn't realize it's running directly towards Slava. Towards Azazel, excuse me. This one passed its save, so it's actually going to stand and fight despite taking that damage. It screams, "For the Queen!" And it's going to... what does it even have? Oh, it's going to cast Inflict Wounds on Devin.
Yes, sir.
Ooh,
All
shit.
right, let's do it.
Oh, no, never mind. It rolls a... I thought you could see this, but it rolled a 13 to attack, but it automatically rolled damage, and I'm guessing a 13 does not hit you with your amped up AC.
You're right about that, sir.
It's good, because it would have done 25 damage.
Ignore this roll here. I'm just testing it up.
No worries. Your turn. Devin, you're up.
There you go.
Yep. All right. So this fella here is still on the ground.
He's standing up now because he took his turn to stand up.
He took his whole turn to stand up?
So it just takes half his movement.
Okay. And she's grounded, correct?
She is on the ground, yes.
All right. I feel like she's a threat. All right. I think. Okay, so you said Paladine's Wrath is a damage modifier?
Yeah. Plus D4.
Okay. All right. All right.
If you got a big smite saved up, I could give the guy advantage.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Is 1d4 worth dropping my Shield of Faith? What do you guys think? Nah, I'm pretty hurt. I should keep my Shield
It's
of
not
Faith
going to
up.
make a huge difference.
No, it's not going to make a huge difference. You're right. All right. You are right. It's kind of a shitty spell, honestly, compared to a Smite, because a Smite does 2d8. So why would I spend a fucking... Yeah, I know. All right, we're gonna close the
Depends on your
distance.
spell slot sometimes, right?
Yeah, they're all level 1 spell slots, though, is the thing. All right, we're gonna roll an attack. We're gonna roll some Paladine's Wrath with advantage. Uh, 17 hit.
17 just hits, yes.
Good thing for advantage.
Thanks, buddy. All right, so that
You only get one
does...
this turn, though.
And I use a smite as well. So that does 26 damage.
26, that's how I read it.
Yeah, so coming up,
Well done.
I hold my sword up and my shield at the same time, and the energy of Kyrie Jolath shoots into my sword, and at the same time the lightning from Paladine comes through, and I make attack on her as her back is turned. She was actually flanked. Forgot about that.
You cut through her studded leather armor, exposing flesh and blood. She screams in agony, and the veins of like purple and icy blue energy seem to pulse in time with the bleeding of her currently large back wound. As it starts to pulse blood, almost gaping like a maw. And I think you have another attack.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I do. Yeah, I definitely do. It's been so long. I feel like it's been so long since I've actually played this character.
Or you just haven't fought in a while.
Yeah. Since we, yeah. You know what? Let's do it again. Same thing again.
Just if you want the flanking advantage, you'll have to move one over, but that won't do any opportunity attacks. It's just so for movement's sake.
Yep. Yeah, because Nick already used up his reaction to give us one. Should have saved that. Sorry, bros.
Yeah, I never thought about that. Oh, well.
Yeah, I know. I forgot. So, as she reels from the first attack, I give her a shove as a bonus action. Because that's a thing that I can do. Forgot. Don't ignore the damage.
Okay, knocking her prone.
Knocking her prone.
Okay, she has to make a strength saving throw, right? Or is it just knock her prone?
You make a athletics check contested by the target's strength or acrobatics. So I make athletics
contested by the target's what? Sorry.
Contested by their athletics or acrobatics. Take the first one. Sorry, I had advantage on. So take. Oh, and ignore.
They rolled a
the
7.
5.
They rolled a 7.
Well,
so.
would you still not have advantage on it if you were flanking?
Well,
it's an attack. It's an attack. Yeah. So I would give you advantage. It's an attack.
Either way, though.
Just ignore the 5 because I had emissary apiece on.
Okay. Yeah. So they rolled
Still
a 7,
good.
so they are prone.
All right. Cool. No double advantage, eh?
No double advantage.
All right. That's so long. And we're gonna do the same thing again with advantage. No super double advantage.
No.
I'm guessing a 23 hits.
23 does hit. Yes.
Oh my god! I hit max damage out of 4 out of 5 rolls.
Jesus. 1 second, let me calculate something.
So that's 36.
Okay, 2 seconds.
Is she still alive?
1 second, I just gotta research one thing here. Okay.
Oh, hold on.
What?
No, ignore the 14.
I was gonna say, what is the 14?
It's because it's where you can swing with one-handed or two-handed. That's a two-handed damage.
Okay.
We're doing one-handed damage. So it is
16 plus 6.
Yeah, and then add 5 to her hit points because we added that 5 for some reason.
Okay. So
for last time. So it's
basically
22 damage.
You basically you slice her one way as she's turned around, and then you slice her the other way, and she's terrified on her face. She's trying to turn and run, and as she turns, you slice her as if there's a giant X, and her back looks like her back's been torn apart. There is this X, and the flaps of skin are just sort of hanging as she tries to turn and run away from you.
I say to her, "Last chance, surrender now."
So here's what I'm going to do. The army of the cavalry of Sir Isteval starts to surround the front area around the top of the battlefield as Vogel Bonchin's Shade Company surrounds the back end, and the other end of the battlefield is where you folks are. Multiple of the cultists have thrown down their blades and put their hands on their head on the ground. The only one still screaming its defiance, and one of them is literally running towards Azazel, pell-mell, like it's just running as if it's trying to escape. You and Apollo could probably pretty easily try and stop them as they run past you. But the only one who is still fighting is the Dragon Soul, and she is on the ground, bleeding out, trying to crawl away from you two. On her turn, she will try and run away from you. Do you guys want to take the opportunity attacks?
Can I do a non-lethal? Can I do a pommel strike?
Yeah.
Can I throw my shield down and do a two-handed pommel strike? Try and stun her.
Sure. Yeah, sure. And Woolrash, what do you want to do? You also get an opportunity attack. I can't hear you, Steve.
We haven't noticed anything as far as like bludgeoning or slashing damage, anything like that. Doesn't seem to be resistance.
No, there's no. She's still hurt. She's still hurting. She's just She's got lots of constitution.
Well, I'm raging, so I'm just gonna hit her again.
Okay, so go ahead and hit her. 24 hits.
Oh, yeah, I'm assuming a 19 hits as well. Yeah, fine,
12.
whatever. We'll fucking blow our last spell slot.
If you're using a spell slot, Devin, then you can't do non-lethal damage.
All right, okay. Ignore the. Actually, yeah, I'm out of Paladine's Wrath. Or no, I have one left. I have one Paladine's Wrath left. So ignore the 2d8 and just take the 7.
Oh, because you rolled another attack. Yeah, 19 hits. So, well, like a Paladine's Wrath is lethal damage. So if you're just doing a pommel strike.
So ignore both. Yeah, so just literally just take this. So the attack is 19. The damage is 7, two-handed.
Okay, she's going to make a Constitution saving throw. I'll set the DC at, because you succeeded on that attack, I'll set the DC at, how much damage did you do? 15. I'll set it at 16. 10 plus your damage.
Okay, so do a
you don't do anything. You don't do anything. She's going to make a saving throw.
Oh, okay.
$16. She makes it. She's on the ground, bleeding out. If she does not get any healing, she will bleed out. It is currently your choice whether you want to heal her a little bit or not. She is still struggling to try and get away from you guys. It is up to you.
I still have a bonus action, right?
We're not in battle anymore. We're not in battle anymore. This is like everything's kind of happening at once. Everyone's surrounding you guys. I'm just letting you know she's currently bleeding out. It's up to you guys. If someone heals her a bit, she will stay alive. But if you guys want to kill her, you can straight up roll attacks on her again.
I'm gonna pull out the Amulet of Shantea.
Okay.
With my free hand, because one of the hand's holding the sword now, and basically point at her wound with my sword and channel the D6 and heal her for 1.
You see the flaps of skin slowly descend, and it's almost like instead of fully healing, they're still oozing blood very slowly. It's like someone's put in it's like someone stitched the center of the X together, and that's pulling the sides of the wounds closed. They're still very, very slowly oozing blood, but you can see that platelets are starting to come together and scabs are starting to form, but you can see that any movement would easily reopen these wounds. Sir Istaval comes up to you.
Can I try to bind her or tie her up?
Yeah, you can do that right now. We're out of combat, so...
I'd like to bind her hands as well as put my Amulet of Mind Woe onto her.
Amulet of Mind Woe? What
is it? The sheep amulet? Is it the sheep amulet?
I thought you traded the sheep amulet. Remember, you traded the sheep. Yeah, you did. You forgot to delete it.
Did he?
You traded the sheep amulet.
Oh no! Why would you trade the sheep amulet?
I'm pretty sure you did.
So
did you
good.
Not? Did you not? Or did you? Or
am I
traded the rock.
You traded the rock, not the sheep amulet. I'm sorry. Yes, you. Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Put the sheep amulet on her, but put it into the chat so I know.
So this
What did you
is
trade the rock for?
The expanding pole.
Oh, right.
What the hell was that?
I'm pretty sure that was you, Ryan. Maybe that was just
No.
you making that noise.
Sheep
Definitely not
amulet.
me.
Immune to creatures reading my thoughts. Any roll that is psych damage is disadvantage. Immune to charm. Sleep rolls have disadvantage.
I just want to. So she's contained. So her hands tied.
She can
can't
only
talk
say
to
boss. She can't
anybody.
spellcast. Okay, I gotcha.
She can't
Right.
do. She can't
So
do the
she
verbal
should-
components of her spells.
I assume
Yeah,
you
she
also
can't coordinate.
kick the orb out of her hand, and as like or you take the orb out of her hand. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm trying to restrain her and render her a non-threat.
As you take
So
the
yeah, I'll
orb
remove the
away
orb.
from her, the corded energy sort of snaps, as if you were like ripping or tearing apart, almost like a cheese string. You know that like sort of when you take, and there's all the like fibers and threads. And as they reach their zenith, they like snap, and the orb shatters into a bunch of pieces. But the glowing energy, the power that's been flowing through her, is gone.
Sir Istavel, shall we get her inside the town?
Indeed, you've all done well, and I see you're not without some mercenary company. Excellent job, if I have to say so myself. Excellent job, all of you. Quite the fighters. Even holding up against some magic there, and those fireballs. Your friend, I'll have to say, quite the lot of you are quite intimidating, and gives me pleasure to see it. Gives me a real pleasure to see it.
The red wizard got away. I feel like we might see more of him.
Aye. Okay, so time out for a second, folks. Just off game. We don't have very much time left. I didn't realize how long this battle was going to take. There's something I really want to do with everyone here. Do you mind if we story skip and just go directly to what's going to happen?
No, please, let's go.
Okay.
Sure. Yep.
Before we do
100%.
that, can we just say that not wanting to leave loose ends as a panther, I go down, chase everyone, all the cultists trying to run away, pounce on them, rip their throats out. Yeah.
Panther and Shade Company
Grab his heart and
retrieve
watch.
cultists.
Just sheer genocide.
Okay. So I'm gonna speed run this a little bit here, folks. We're out of combat.
Can you put the stuff away, please?
Um,
Oh, your sauces?
just because I have what you hear, I'm going to just kind of describe this as it goes through. You guys come into the city, seeing.
Mike wasn't here.
You know what? We'll do that next time as well. You go to the guild hall of the Gauntlet. Speaking with Sir Istaval, he describes to you how he has called the banner, so to speak, and tried to bring Order of the Gauntlet people back now that he knows that there's an existential threat. He is shocked by Lord Sylvanistai, but says that there is a certain magic shop that he can contact and hopefully get in touch with the wizard who lives there. Ironically, it is also a wizard who wears red robes, but he's been assured that this is a wizard and that is widely known to run a shop of magical curiosities. You sort of remember this description and remember the description of the building to someone that you had a previous contact with.
I was gonna say. I remember that.
Yeah. So he says he'll run and contact them. In the middle of it, you guys arrive at the guild hall, and he says there is a little known secret of this guild hall, and that is that there is a massive transmutation circle in the basement. I believe that it is a magical circle powerful enough, given the right components and given the right, given the wizard. I can assist in the expense for the components, given that we are. I consider Lord Sylvanas one of the members of my realm, given how close he was located to Daggerfall. So again, we're speed running this for a moment.
Speed running.
So what is a transmutation circle do?
So transmutation circle is a circle of magic that is usually connected to a ley line that channels extreme amounts of magical power through its runic sigils. So it's with magic, a lot of times it's not just about getting the magical power, it's about directing it. So this is both connected to a ley line, which most people don't know is under Daggerford, as well as, given the right components and the right mage, it can, in effect, channel large quantities of magic.
To do what? To what end?
This is specifically as a transmutation circle. So this is to alter something. This is not
like polymorph kind of deals.
It's vague. You guys don't have a deep knowledge of what this circle does. He calls it a transmutation circle, so you clearly know.
Wisdom check.
It could be. It could be. I mean, you can run Arcana checks if you would like. But it's basically it is. Slava, you might want to run an Arcana check, but anyone can run an Arcana check if they so please.
I'm terrible.
Andrew's pretty dumb, so.
I want to use my card.
Yeah, sure thing.
Am I not go through?
18. Oh yeah, it's a transmute circle. I've seen this before.
Oh, 21. Oh yeah.
I should have asked probably for those who have proficiency in it. So only for those who have proficiency.
Welcome to the dog pile.
Yeah.
I just saw a fireball.
That's my bad. So
I have a pretty good understanding.
I'm gonna say you guys instinctually know what it is. Slava is trying to understand exactly what it does because he can understand it given his proficiency. So you still want to use your card, Slava?
Yeah.
Can I, if I can't roll, can I assist Slava with some of my knowledge?
Sure. You can. Okay. Yeah. Do you want to just give? Why don't you give Slava advantage? How about that? How about that?
Yeah.
That's how we roll this.
Yeah, that's what I was.
So Slava, roll again. And then you can decide to add your card or not. Okay. So do you want to add your card or not?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Let's go all in on this.
All right. You specifically, not only do you recognize this as the transmutation circle of great power, which is, if the right type of energy and the right amount of energy is harnessed within it, this could literally transform one of your companions into a different form of that companion. In effect, this would cast this spell.
It's our elk buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Lord Sylvanas die. I'm just gonna put this in.
Like Sylvanas Stag, am I right?
Sylvanas Stag.
Oh my god! Please don't.
Yeah, Ryan, do you remember that? No, Ryan wasn't here for that.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he was. He's the one who. This is the same wizard who gave him the crazy weed for him and Slava to smoke that let them see to the ethereal plane.
Yeah, but no, our stag guy.
Oh, the stag guy. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. So if you look in the general chat, I guess I should have said this just to Slava, but I'll send you something else, Slava, and these are the two effects that you can utilize this for. Where are you, Tashkent?
Gem worth 1,000. Gold pieces.
But here's the catch. Not only does it require very expensive components. So Slava, you know the two things it can do. Nick, you have a basic understanding of what a transmutation circle can do. Woolrush, you've seen it in a book before. So both of you kind of get the idea that it could evolve a creature. It could make a creature more than what it is. Slava, you have an understanding of not only what this does, which of the two things it can do, only you know that energy is a finite resource and it takes a long time to charge these things up, to gain enough of ley line energy. So the red wizard makes his appearance and he jumps in surprise as he sees all of you that he recognizes. This is the red wizard from the shop, from the Happy Pockets, is it? I believe it's called, out in Baldur's Gate.
Yep. That sounds right.
The Jolly Pockets, yes. There was the gnome lady who was very cheerful and very flamboyant, offered you stuff, and then he goes by the Red Wizard in air quotes. It's where Woolrush bought his bag of holding. And if you remember Apollo and Azazel, he's the one who gave you the ethereal weed to smoke. And you were supposed to report back on your findings to him when you saw the ethereal spiders and almost got attacked by them and had a very interesting time.
God. That feels like a year ago at least.
So.
Yeah, I have no recollection of this red wizard.
You don't remember? You don't remember when we went to the candy shop with the red wizard? You don't remember
how
that?
high we were?
Remember how you guys saw into the ethereal plane?
Oh yeah, I know, but I'm just saying we were so fucked we have no recollection of it.
Yeah.
But our characters do. We might not remember, but our characters remember.
Oh no, I
I'd
remember.
say the character's so
playing the
fucked up.
thing. My character was so fucked up. That's what I'm telling you.
Honestly, I don't
So
remember
fucked.
anything much than just traveling in this caravan.
We've been in this caravan for like a year and a half, so.
Well, it's at its end, pretty much.
What does life be before the caravan? Was this even in the caravan arc?
Yeah, there was snowmen and pumpkin heads.
Oh yeah, right. No, we saw Santa for a bit, yeah.
Oh yeah. Ashrock and Azazel went on a trip with Krampus. That's
and
becoming a habit of yours, eh?
And fucking and Apollo as well betrayed us, led us astray.
I did not betray anyone. I dare you.
So
no, because me and him were Krampus side, and you guys are Santa side.
Well, no. He hung out with us at Santa's side, made us think that he was being on Santa's side, and then he switched teams. Like, just kidding. See ya. We're actually gonna kill you later.
Anyway, so the red wizard comes in, and he's clearly grumpy, but he's you. I'll talk to you later. What do you need, Esteval? I'm a busy man. And Esteval says, we are here to try and lift a curse from this being. We're in need of your talents. Come now. You know that I wouldn't call on you if we were not in desperate need. This creature needs our help. It is a being of some power. A sorcerer. A wizard. Of that I am not sure. As you can clearly see, this creature is rather indisposed and not able to tell us more. Right. Well, give me a moment to collect my things. You're going to be paying for this, right? Istval says, yes, I will pay for the requisite. This is not the Circle of Evolving. This is something else that they're doing right now. This is a different transmutation. It's a very souped up version of lifting a curse. Lord Sylvanas enters the circle, stands there patiently waiting. After about an hour of getting different mystical elements out, different sort of drawing additional lines through and around using different types of sand, you see the red wizard come and this is not the music. And and you see the wizard says, "Well, get in now. Are there any magic users around? I could use some help."
I raise
Yeah,
my
sure,
hand.
why not?
I also raise my hand because I'm technically a magic user.
He looks at you, Devin, and he says, "I don't think your god can help us with this one. I need the casters. You two, come around. Form a triangle around this circle."
Doesn't want my spazzy magic?
No.
I can ask for a divine favor. It just gives me 1d4 radiant damage. But
I think this one he's looking for specifically nature energy and arcane energy. He's not looking for divine
House
energy.
of molesting energy.
What's that?
He doesn't need House of molesting energy.
okay, you know what?
Sorry, no. School
Enough Catholic references. Steve has had enough. He just got married. Leave the man alone.
Good adult, even.
Oh god, that was I don't know why that add-on was so much worse than everything else, but it was. To an adult, even. Jesus Christ. And you hear the sort of growing sound of the magic, the power flowing in to this circle. Kind of the whoa. It rises to a crescendo. Blue light pools in. You can see these different lines and different sigils all forming all around, and eventually they coalesce into this beam of light. And as it slowly expands, and each of like the Lee lines, you can physically see them. You shouldn't be able to physically see these Lee lines of magic. Nick, it reminds you of your dream when you used to see the Lee lines going up and down through the earth. This time you see them as roots of a giant tree. Slava, you see them as almost geometric patterns as they go through. Everyone else just sees a bunch of blue lights. It's kind of blinding, but you two see into the heart of what this magic is, and it and it goes all around, blinding everyone in the room. And then as the light dies down and everyone kind of like takes their hands off their face, you see standing there Lord Sylvanas. He walks out of the transmutation circle.
He's very small.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it.
Very small.
I was worried we were going to get Shrek here with like, joke's on you, his real form is the stag after all.
Everyone should be a lot bigger than this, sorry.
We can turn into stags.
Yeah, everyone's pretty small.
Maybe it's just a really big room.
Like, the only one that's accurate size is our celestial.
There you go. And he's a Red Wizard says, "Yes, well, work here is done. Can't use this thing anymore. Probably for a month. Anyway, I'm gonna leave. I got stuff to do. Come back and report back on all your findings earlier. Come back and visit the shop if you need, but don't come till tomorrow. I'm closing for the day. I'm fucking tired. See ya." And Sir Istavel goes, "Your help is always appreciated, friend. I will not forget this favor." He's like, yeah. Heard it all before.
I love wizards that swear. It's great. It's fantastic.
So, Lord
Just like
Sylvanas...
imagine Gandalf just like cussing at Bullstring. Fuck's sakes, Pippin, why the fuck do you throw that stupid fucking corpse down a well? You stupid bastard.
Anyway, for those of us who aren't a few beers in on a Thursday night,
I'm on holidays.
Lord Sylvanas
as of now.
Lord Sylvanas walks forward, and he reaches out to Nick, you, and Slava, and says, "I can't thank you enough. What I can offer is the magical energy I have as a repository within myself. I can use that to power the transmutation circle one more time. This is all the energy I have built up over my time as a stag that I have been able to continually hold within my body. And you see he's almost like slightly glowing. Like his like you thought before it was just his like complexion. You thought before it was just like his complexion and his skin, but he's actually like lightly glowing gold right now. So what I will say effectively is, Slava, that you know that right now you could help him cast...
Sorry. I realized a lot of the things I was saying you guys couldn't hear.
Oh, yeah. What were you saying? Sorry.
Nothing. It's okay. Sorry, I missed what you just said. Now I know. Go on.
You know what this transmutation circle can be used for. Specifically, you do. No one, nobody's other characters knows what they can. That knows what the transmutation circle can do. You are the only one that understands the two things that it can do. However, and he says, I would bestow one of my gifts upon one of your companions. And then he looks to Ashrock and he says, but while I am in my human form, I would ask you to stay this night. Stay this night up with me, for I have something to pass on to you. From one purveyor of nature energy to another. And so, Nick, after spending the night with this, not sexually, that sounds weird now I'm saying it out loud. But
Sure, why not?
after spending the night with Lord Sylvanistai in a very non-Catholic way.
Yeah.
It's very cold, right? We gotta cuddle for warmth.
Yeah, anyway.
Cool
Not that
bungee.
kind of magic, guys. Not that kind of magic. Fuck. Okay. Anyway. It's been 3 hours. I expected 2. He is going to teach you the druidic art of effectively... Oh, sorry. I should change this. The druidic art of... Basically, if your companion were to join into a battle and were to pass on or were to scout for you and were to die, what you could do is find another animal in the wild and transform that animal back into your companion by bringing your companion's soul always with you. So your companion's soul stays always with you, even when it passes on, and you can sense it. It kind of just like stays on the natural plane of existence, but always by you. And what this druidic art allows you to do is it allows you to take another creature and spend a full night transforming them back into Mushu. And I'll write all this down for you, Nick, but that's effectively what he's offering you.
And they retain all the memories and whatnot.
Yeah, because it's basically a soul sharing.
Yeah.
The soul of the other animal is usually significantly smaller and holds less consciousness, so it will eventually become subsumed with Mushu's soul, given how powerful that soul is.
So then what happens to that other animal's soul? Am I going to have some internal debate about this?
You could. I mean, I'm sure you could try and make sure the other soul maintains its integrity, but as it just kind of naturally will slowly combine, you might find that Mushu has some other tendencies for a while, like if you got a panther, or if you had like a panther or like a dog or like a bird, you know, Mushu might stick to flying or stick to like rustling on the ground for a little while, but eventually he'll come back. The only downside is you will lower one level of bond strength, so 1d4 will be minus from your bond strength every time Mushu does perform this procedure. So he can't just jump from animal to animal. Not that there would be any benefit of doing that, but it takes 1d4 off of the bond table every time he dies and comes back and subsumes another creature's soul.
Okay.
Just watching Liam's face as he's eating chat.
I don't understand. I don't even understand the Agnes fetch my Velcro gloves. That doesn't even make any fucking sense. I just saw tall rubber and I didn't see the boots part, and I was like, I don't even. Fuck.
The Welsh Velcro gloves, sheep.
Oh God.
They
Jesus.
can't run away.
Jesus Christ, Devin. Oh my God. I wish I could cut that from this video, but I can't because I'm not good enough at video editing.
And,
Anyway.
and also the sheep intestines were the first condoms.
Yeah, I know that bit. Thank you. Thank you for describing that part of the joke. No, I knew that.
Now explain the rubber boots.
We've just been demonetized.
Yeah.
Well, there goes my college fund.
So Slava, Azazel knows what gifts he means. It's up to you to describe whatever you want to describe.
Okay.
He's
So
also
from
looking he's also looking to you to decide who gets this. It's a one-time thing.
Yeah, I whispered to Azazel, not knowing quite what this does, so we can put them both in and evolve into one super creature, right?
Something like that. 1 second, I'm just waiting for the DM to return my message.
Sorry. What? Hey.
Okay.
Hang on 1 second. 1 second, Slava. Type too much today. My hands are like sausages.
Okay. Me being honest, I tell them what I know of this. That this is a circle of summoning, and that we can choose any type of aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead, and summon a creature through this.
We can summon a celestial.
So to be clear, let me.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, let me add some context. So, if you're telling them everything, Slava, are you telling them everything?
Yeah.
Okay. So effectively, everyone here, you have two choices as a group to make. If someone wants a companion from this book.
Hey, side note, Nick, are you coming for supper tomorrow or not?
I don't. I'm not sure what the plan is. It depends if we'll have.
Yeah.
If we have time to let the dogs out or not.
Whatever, just let me know.
But yeah, I'll see what she was thinking. I want to say yes, but
so. Yeah, you have two options. You can summon any creature you would like out of this book and get a chance to befriend them, or you could evolve one of your current companions.
Ander has a hankering.
Ander have a companion?
Ander has a horse who's kind of like a companion, but Ander would really, really like either the Armordillo or the Pangolin. Celestial Pangolin. I forget what its name is.
What would Gruck evolved be?
I was gonna say the only thing about Gruck being a goblin is that I think.
Can we turn him into a bugbear?
He's reached his peak final form.
No, is that Gruck's more of an alchemist, so I don't know that this would... Gruck's an alchemist and a sentient creature, so I don't think this would work as well for Gruck, because Gruck is something I brought on as a companion myself, not out of Stibbles. So if you really wanted to, you could make Gruck more physical and attack friendly, but I don't know if it would have the effect everyone wants, or Ryan wants, or anyone else wants. I'm not sure, but...
So the Armordillo
yes
would give me +1 AC, which would make me better at my job, And the pangolin, I believe. Oh Jesus Christ! I remember I preferred him. Basically, he can roll around and I think. Oh, what does he do? He either. Oh, what does the pangolin do?
I'm looking for it.
You know what?
It's a celestial
have-
pangolin.
I have my onion.
Celestial onion.
My celestial onion.
Just food for
Ashrok
thought here,
has-
everybody.
His dragon.
You got my river.
Hollow
river
has
snake.
Gruck. You have your horse.
It's true.
Woolrush is
Wool Rush has nothing. That's true.
has nothing. So
It's true.
Well, one sec there. So you'll notice like
you're
everybody
a
else,
rogue
Dragon
and you're sad and you need companionship.
everybody else in the group has one lesser being as their companion and their patriot. I have 5.
What?
Okay, then
Oh
I
my god.
Us,
I
we're
like-
all the
Oh
lesser
my God.
beings.
Oh my god.
I'd like to evolve myself then.
That took me way too long.
You know what? If you've got some like random critter or companion or whatever, that makes sense. I'm game.
Why
Isn't there a
don't
dragon?
instead
There's
several
isn't there
dragons.
like a small.
There's several. Steve, why don't we do this? I think we can leave it here for tonight. Why don't I give you the PDF and just give you a chance to look through it, and you can just pick something that looks cool.
I've already
'Cause-
picked something.
It's a PDF.
You already got your goblin that we so graciously have not killed yet.
It's
Got
just-
your goblin. I still a relationship with my goblin. You have freaking horses and shit.
It's, I still like. I need to do more with that, more with Roach's personality, because he's a telepathic horse. That's 6 intelligence.
Here's
He
a
should have more personality.
hydro
I
puck.
haven't put him in a stew yet to be
And,
Oh,
honest.
the hydro puck was cool. Remember?
Yeah.
I think it tastes
I'll
very
s-
good.
I'll send you the PDF though, Steve.
Okay.
It's on a Google Doc, and there's there's just a lot. There's a lot of different options you can. In each one of these, why I bought this book is each one of these creatures has like a full, like there's even constructs. There's animated gloves and stuff like this. So you could summon literally anything you wanted. It's like 100 or so of these things.
I
Can I
think it
use
took
the animated
me.
gloves as gloves?
No.
It took me like I think 2 hours to skim through, because it like separates into like your celestials and your fiends. So I guess I just looked at the like celestials, because that's all that made sense to me. But there's some
There's
there's
also
some
this
dragons.
fucking-
There's
Shamrosh, which is like a celestial dog Shiba Akita thing with wings.
I forgot about that thing.
And anything in the book is fair game?
Anything in the
Or
book is
what are
fair
the-
game. The only thing I would warn about is if you get a fiend or undead, they might not like
Or the
Devon very much. If you get something that's
or might not like them very much
Yeah.
as well.
like
Or the oozes.
undead
The oozes are the
breathe,
oozes are
right?
also evil.
what's that? The oozes
The
you can
undead
control.
would need to breathe.
No, I don't think so.
I have a bag of holding.
Oh my god.
What? What? Say,
Don't
say
you
I have
again,
a bag of holding. I can just have like a pocket zombie, like boom, zombie.
Steve. I guess zombies
You would
don't
keep-
need air to
You
breathe.
would keep these shadow puppies. You would keep these shadow puppies in your fucking.
Oh, they just hide in
Surprise
the shadows, you don't
demons.
need to-
Jesus Christ.
But honestly,
Yeah,
the only thing I would say is you
Don't
could.
let the cat out of the bag.
Have you seen my bag?
Don't. Uh,
There's-
Where is?
Yeah, there's 100.
don't let the demon out of the abyss. It's a more fitting analogy.
I also said all of this without realizing that my other option was to evolve my onion.
I told you that like 3 times before you did this.
I know, I know,
I was like,
It's
you're
very,
being.
it's
I was
very,
like, That's
very selfless. It's very selfless.
It's
of you.
so generous. I was not that I don't think Slava is in real life very selfless, but like usually when it comes to games, he's a little more like.
Yeah.
He plays his roles
You
very
give me
well.
the
Very on character.
that info way back and not and be like, oh sorry, this is specifically it only involves onions. This is
You can use it for your onion if you want. That's fine.
So does your onion like what does it evolve to? A cabbage or
Garlic?
like
It's just
Garlic.
it's just a more badass onion. It's just a more badass.
It's a better
onion.
onion.
You don't garden,
It's like
do you?
it goes from a white onion to a red onion.
Pickled
Like
onion.
what are we looking at here? I'm just curious.
Yeah, where did I put this general chat? Yeah, because you could gain. Basically, the evolved creature makes them viable in combat. Steve, do you want to send me your?
I'm still struggling to understand how any kind of onion is viable in combat, but
It's a
hey,
celestial
you know what?
onion. It's a celestial onion with claws. Can you send me
it
your
has
email?
layers.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, if it makes the
Okay,
makes
I'm just
them tear
gonna
up, that's
close the
disadvantage on
recording
attacks,
right
that
now.
makes
I
sense.
hope that's okay. I hope
No,
that-
it's fine. This is the best part. This is the best part.
Is
This
this-
is what will make us famous. This is the good shit right here.
All right.
Evolving onions.
Evolving. What path of onion do we want to evolve? The yellow, the red?
Now, if
the
we all
white?
spend some time training this onion, maybe it can be or an adventure on its own. We'll have like the great onion tales. He can be the onion knight.
Oh my god.
I feel like that's just got floated. The tales of Gruck and his onion.
Crux
We could send
onion.
Gruck and the Onion off at adventures. They could take Roach.
Honestly, yeah, we should have like a
Companion adventure.
route campaign, just like a one-off where it's just the companions. You know, like
Like the
Yeah, those,
the Pikachu part of the Pokemon movie? Yes.
yeah, that's exactly. You knew exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh god. Sometimes
I
I
don't have a
think you guys
companion, I
have
just
like
have a bunch of-
I don't know if it's just like the proximity, but you have like a connection. It's just like boom.
No, it's because we both watch anime. That's the only reason.
Also that.
Yeah.
I don't have a companion, but I do have an assortment of random magical goods.
Steve, did you get my what I sent you? Or I don't know if it's I don't know if it's sent over email or not. I just tried to share the actual document with you, so just check that you got this shared document. You should be able to download it to your PC. It just loads kind of shitty in Google Drive.
So I'm gonna heal Roach because he like barely survived that, like literally 1 hit point. If I didn't aid him, he would have died, and I would have had to blow a 2nd level spell slot to get him back. So I'm really happy he didn't die. So let's say that I have 2 lay on hands left, and he's full health.
There, I got it.
How much
are we
health
going
does
to be
Lay
able
on Hands
to-
heal?
I can do up to 25.
Oh wow. Okay.
And we agreed I can heal up to half on a short rest.
Right. Sorry, what did you say, Steve?
Are we going to be able to do a long rest?
Yes. You're in a town now, so it's going to be a long rest time.
I should have blown that last spell slot.
Okay.
What can I do with my last spell slot? Hold on. Must be something.
Okay. I'm just going to stop recording now. Hope that's okay. I'm still here to chat, but
Yeah.